It's the complex. It's the complex. It's the complex. Yeah. It's the complex. It's the complex. It's the complex. And it's complex. It's the complex. Yeah. And it's complex. Come smoke and chill and have a drink with me. Where we talk about any and everything. No conversations off limits, no topics taboo. Got something off your chest, let the complex be with you. Got my boy Ozell, he's seen like a bird, but on the complex he's Ray Hale, that's my word. Then we got the Nubian goddess, the beautiful queen, giving you a little piece of heaven if you know what I mean. Shout out to my girl Shaylee, no introduction needed. Giving you all the love and energy that's really needed. I'm the one they call Murdoch and we the complex, no competition. We better than the rest, man, I gotta check my phone for the dialect. Hey yo, said we be the complex. Say, it's the complex, and it's complex, and we complex, yeah. It's the complex, and it's complex.
Well, welcome,
Hello.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the complex, your spot to chill, relax, have a few shots if you would like. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Ozell Phillips. Ozell in your belly at the what? Telly. Okay. And I got my people here with me today. I got some. Let's introduce the people that are the original members, the OGs. Mr. Mickey Murdoch in the motherfucking building, ladies and gentlemen.
In the flesh, I made it.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, he made it. Yes, my brother made it. I'm happy for that. The queen herself. The queen is here. The queen is here. Miss Hevo. Oh my God. And we have our guest here today. I have two guests that I know personally, but I'm excited to interview them.
Yeah.
First, we're going to start off with Miss Jalen Rose.
One of the most talented singers. One of the most talented singers
yes.
I ever had. I lost to her in the competition, but I respectfully lost to her in the competition.
Dude said that.
That competition was crazy.
And
it was good. It was good though.
And the MC of Wisconsin, the MC of Milwaukee himself, Mr. Baby Bands in the building.
Baby Bands.
What it do, y'all?
And the crazy thing is, I seen this nigga perform too. Hey, definitely bring that energy.
Yeah, he brings it. He's a great.
I need to
Do you need a mic stand holder?
I can use it.
Yes, of course.
Y'all love me.
Yes,
Yes,
we love you. We adore you.
Yes,
well, we're starting off with the mood game, of course, something that we normally like to start off with. And with the mood game, it is a freestyle about how you're feeling today. You know what I mean? It could be in Heaven's case 2 seconds. In Craig's case 18 bars. Really doesn't matter.
Go on for that.
I am the sorcerer of the mood game here. So I'm going to give you a beat, and I'm just going to go around. We're going to start off with the reigning champ, the king himself, the man with the plan, Mr. Mickey Murdoch here. You ready?
So we're gonna do the old school, like
yeah, you already know.
Come through. Yeah, come through.
Right.
Come through.
That was like the chicken head.
I'm finna suck at this. Sorry.
Introduce. Sponsored by Jack Daniels. But can
We're not sponsored. You can't say that.
Let me stop playing. Okay.
All right. See another shot. So you know I'm finna get.
So if you lose, that's where the round stops, and that's where you have to take a shot. Okay. All right. Some people.
I'm rooting for all of your failures.
What's the rules on if you lose? How do you know if you lose? You mess
Well,
up.
I'm gonna tell you.
If you just stop
I
rapping.
can answer this one. I can answer this one. So when they doing the beat and you just smiling at them for like a good minute, and they be like, "All right, go ahead, take that shot." Or it's when you do what I do, my famous, "All right, now yours." Then either time that you do not successfully deliver a rap, guess what? You taking that shit.
Successfully taking the shot. All right.
My raps be
And
good.
Heaven's case. Oh shit. It's fat lady. It's fat lady. No, me and Tyler was laughing about that last day. He's a fool. Okay. Let me start this game.
Let's get it cracking, man.
I didn't think the game was gonna come this early, but okay.
Johnson, yes. It's the first thing. It's the first. You ready? He gonna introduce y'all. This is your light-skinned brother
but
here.
You can't prepare me or nothing.
Said I got you.
Well, I think people we want to be prepared. That's what makes it so fun because it's like, well, let's see how spontaneous you
Well,
are.
it's more so getting myself in the mental space.
Okay. Well,
I'm a good.
well, the artist of the year, Miss Jocelyn Rose, going to get herself in the mental space while Mr. Mickey Murdoch kills this beat. You ready, my brother?
Let's get it cracking,
He
man.
ready? He even had some wine. He feeling it now.
He said, let's get it cracking. Mister. Yeah. They call me Big Daddy. Man, in a big caddy. People up in here, man, that Big Daddy. People up in here, nigga, catch my vibe, nigga, ride. People up in here, watch me slide. Yeah, matter of fact, let me paint the slide, the picture, the quarter. Look at me, and I go up. Matter of fact, baby girl, then she gon' go for me. Nigga, I'm a beast. One fact, dog, I'm a dog off the leash. Yeah, nigga ain't no compete, nigga ain't no compete, nigga, now I'm finna pass it to the most petite. People up in here, then they all know me. But I gotta introduce my lady to the left, now go ahead and step,
I don't know what to say. Today's Saturday, and I feel like I don't know what to say because it's gonna be gay. I already know.
Hey,
Looking like a stud today. Put the Christmas tree up today because my kids won't leave me alone, so I'm gonna go home and.
I'll take it. Let's
Okay.
go, Heaven. It done made it to you. It done made it to you, Heaven.
All right, this is the unfortunate part. It's the end of the year, and I gotta spit it. I'll never make this game to finish. I can never finish this game, but today I'm not trying to be a lame.
Hey, take that shit.
I can't seem to finish this rap, so go ahead, Ty. Finish it up. You got your head bob.
Hey.
The bigger the check, the harder the fall. I go shopping in the mall like I'm buying it all. Hit a lick, I make them stretches like I'm Kevin McCall. Going hard and I won't stop until the plaque on the wall. Yeah, I make them LIVID. Anybody step to me, that's when they DIE. Ain't no dispute, I'm coming up and you can't deny me.
Yeah, yo, listen. They on the DICK, but you know I'm MICK,
Okay.
nigga, and that's with the EY, you motherfucker, and you know, man, I come so fly.
Okay.
Listen, yo, I've been that guy since high school. Matter of fact, you know what I came to do. I came to kill shit, came to rip shit, came to flip shit. Everybody up in here, you switch shit, nigga. Like the lights on and off. Clap on when she clapping off. Matter of fact, doggone, like she popping off. The motherfuckers up in here, I'm moving with they socks off.
Hey. Come on, Jay.
It's my turn. When I drink this shit, it's gonna burn. I gotta learn that I can't drink this shit all the time, or I will be out of my mind. I don't know what to say again. Someone pass it to the left again. Then I'm gonna tell you at the end of this show, she gonna be my friend, yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
I can't fuck this up. I'm on a roll here. Ready?
Big go.
This our last episode for the end of the year. We can't never let it go because we came this way. Fuck my asshole. Wait, keep going. Okay, ready? I have to finish this one today.
Let's go.
My phone's dropping.
Just hold them phones right now.
This the last episode of the year. I'm chilling with my niggas like I ain't got no fear. I got the next move moving up on me. I don't know what's gonna happen to my phonies. Gotta let the shit roll up off my body. Can't let the shit sit on me for too long. Gotta let it go. I don't know what to fuck. Fuck this motherfucking song.
Hey, I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay. Look. I'm in the complex, so I'm gon' flex. Step up with the fashion like I'm trying to break necks. I can't do the rumors out of context. Next.
Hey, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. That's
Y'all
two rounds
went-
straight.
y'all went 2 rounds straight.
That's beast right there.
Y'all still getting the shot.
Matter of fact, the sorcerer need a shot.
Yeah.
The sorcerer need a shot on
Take a shot,
today.
you know, she motherfucking
Look,
impressed.
he's sweating already.
Y'all impressed me. I was working out, yo.
Why
That beat making shit ain't no. Hold on, now. That beat making shit ain't no fucking. That shit ain't easy now.
Wait, why you ain't gotta go?
Why you in my business?
You want to know something? Everything we do, he always the moderator or something. Even when we sing, it's like, okay, y'all.
I
do
am the moderator of the story.
I think Phil should go.
I think you should.
I think
I think
Zelly and your belly at the
I
telly
think you should
should
do a
go.
good 18 bars too.
I think that I am the source of the game,
you-
and
you
I
already-
think
I
You
feel like
already-
we
look,
made
look.
history today. I went
Oh,
two
I know.
rounds
Two
without fucking
rounds.
up.
I know,
Where
Heavy.
you at?
I'm proud of you.
You have to do this.
Matter of fact,
Let's go.
let me give you let me
I
drop
thought
y'all
these were
something.
when you lose, though. When you don't.
Somehow we still end up having to take a shot.
Because I'm proud of y'all. And so, salute
Oh,
to
I already drunk
Christmas.
mine.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
We can tell the alcoholics.
Clink, clink, clink.
Oh, wow.
Have you ain't got no drink?
Oh, matter of fact,
Give her one. Yeah, you tried that one.
you were time. He said
I'm gonna let
they
you know I've
definitely.
never had Jack Daniels before.
It's
Oh,
good.
really?
It's really good.
It's really good with like some Coke. Not the Coke that y'all think though.
No.
Not that Coke.
Is it- Are you sure?
The crazy part is I'm
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do
Are
that.
you sure?
He said, "Go."
You do it like lemonade.
It
Diet
makes you
Coke.
hot looking at.
Coke Zero. Coke
All
Zero.
right.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun, guys. Oh my gosh. So, so we're gonna get into our 414 hookup where we get to meet our artists and meet our guest for today. We're gonna start off with Miss Jocelyn Rose.
I'm gonna need you to
Yes,
call me
indeed.
Jalen Rose.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jalen. Oh shit. Oh,
Let them know. Let them know.
First one's fucked up.
Let's
I-
edit that out.
I
Edit
swear.
that out of my footage.
Go ahead. Let me drop a bomb for you real quick. Okay. Go ahead and tell us about yourself, Jalen. Like,
Okay, so yeah, I'm Milwaukee native. Currently, I just joined the Pad Masters team. So
Nice.
if you don't know what Pad Masters are, we're basically a league of beat makers and producers and drum pad specialists and shit.
Oh, that's dope.
And we compete against other states who are also like a league of beat makers and producers.
okay.
Ooh.
And so our first competition is January 15th. And what we do is we record it and then we put the series on YouTube.
Mhm.
So, once we get it together, I'll put out the information for anybody to go check it out. And I can also send y'all a link to for the previous Pad Master seasons, just so y'all can see what it's about.
Yeah, please,
Go ahead.
please.
Also, and I will note that I'm the first lady of this movement.
Hey,
Wow.
That's a
Making
bomb
history.
drop.
let's go.
Good history in the making. Yeah, and we are majority. That's what I was trying to say. We're majority African American, so
Yes.
and I'm proud of that, and I'm proud of what we can do in Milwaukee and start this movement because, especially, I'm glad I can represent because it's not many female producers out there, and if they
Fact.
are, they don't get the recognition that they deserve. So. Also, I have a show February 19th at Muse 33 that I am putting on. It's my Galaxy Road show.
You might have
And
to
it's
say that again.
basically it's the same show I did last year.
Okay.
Just doing music from my my production.
Okay.
And I produce everything. I write and sing everything. So I keep
Hey.
everything
Wow.
in house.
Okay.
Wow.
You said
Okay.
what date is that?
It is February 19th.
You know what? Shout out to a motherfucker producing and writing their own shit.
Yeah,
that's what
Let-
I'm saying,
let- we
bro.
gotta
Y'all-
normalize this shit, man. We
Yeah.
really do, man, because it's really a talent, man. And as an artist to one artist, I appreciate that.
For sure.
Like, for
For
real,
sure.
for real. And I heard your song. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm like, you amazing.
Good
I already
looking.
know Justin's amazing.
Yeah, and I also shot the video for my first single Over. So I'll be giving out information and when all of that is dropping. I'm also editing that myself. So
Nice.
I try to
No, do it all.
utilize. I try to utilize all my abilities the best
Let me
I
find
can.
out you the
especially-
female Kanye in this motherfucker right,
Right.
I mean, with this pandemic and shit, and our finances kind of fluctuating over the year, it's difficult
Right.
to. And then with prices going up on people because a lot of people feel like they need to up their prices because they're unappreciated,
Mhm.
which I'm gonna start doing too. But
Yeah.
now.
but I mean, I feel like if I have the tools to utilize and do it myself, I will. So,
Okay.
That's
yeah,
right.
information for all of that will be out soon. Probably on the Complex page or something.
Hey,
Yeah.
you already know.
Yeah,
We finna
look at her.
represent. We represent our people,
We
man.
do.
We do.
Justin, go ahead. Drop
That's
that
what I'm
bomb.
talking about.
This man dropping my government.
Now
name.
Lisa, let's get. She
It's
said,
hard, Jay. It's hard, Jay.
I
I'm playing,
gotta,
Jay.
I gotta ask this question
Jay, that's
because
cool.
I want to get into the nitty gritty of this because you got a very, very unique and a very good voice. One of the best voices I've heard.
Yeah.
When did you start, or let me phrase it like this: when did you know, like you had it? When did you know that you had something? Like, cause most people
automatically, and it's the same for everybody. Like, most people who grew up in church, when you start singing in church, that's when it kind of confirms to you, like, I got something there, especially, even when I'm messing up, or I'm not doing that great, there's people that still come out there and support you and say, you got potential.
Yeah.
This one may not have been the best one, but, you got potential. It's there, and it's from then on, like, music has just been my go-to for, everything, whether it's peace of mind or, trying to just use it as an outlet for creativity or whatever, so. And then I picked up the piano really early on, and that's what kind of launched my wanting to produce, and and I looked up to Alicia Keys a lot, and most people would call me Little Alicia Keys
back then.
Is it because you're
light skin? I
Is it
play
because you're
piano.
light skin?
Yeah, a light skinned female play piano automatically gonna get compared to
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys. Oh, you want to be like Alicia Keys?
I mean, and
Damn, I want to be
it's
like
not a
Jill
bad
Scott.
thing.
Yeah, no, back in the day, Alicia Keys was precious.
Alicia Keys
Was
was-
precious.
Yeah, she was that girl.
We talk about the old Alicia Keys, y'all. Let's not be petty on the show.
Sasha.
I mean, she gotta stay relevant.
Sasha, did y'all know Kanye West produced "You Don't Know My Name"?
I did not know that.
Wow,
I
you
didn't
know
know
what?
that.
I thought I'd be putting people on, like, because
But
Kanye
you know
West
what?
produced a lot of shit,
It
but
makes
you don't
sense
know my
because
name.
There's a sample in that song, I think, and he used a lot of samples. First time.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
That shit cold. That's one of
Yeah.
the coldest songs.
I
amazing.
didn't know that.
Give us your social media information.
Yes.
So Facebook, you can find me at Jalen Rose, spelled JLYN Rose, like the flower. That's my band page.
Okay.
And I mean, if you're watching this and you're close to me and you don't have my social media, my personal one is Rose of Gold. So
Yes.
I like
and
that.
then I just had to differentiate the two so that
Yeah.
because I do digital marketing as well. So
Okay.
I learned that how to direct traffic to so
Talk your
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Talk your
saying.
shit.
majority of my content you can find on my band page though. So Jalen Rose.
Okay.
And then my Instagram is Jalen Rose 999. And my Snap is Jalen Rose 837. I don't use Snapchat like that, but if y'all want to add me on there, that's cool too. I might eventually start using it.
Yeah, start doing
Oh,
do
baby.
a little-
for something other than filters.
Yeah, do a little 30-minute second vocal, you know what I'm saying, on Snapchat. Start doing that and stuff.
Something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope. Do you
Okay.
have any concerts or anything coming up?
Just a thing in February
Okay.
on the 19th.
On the
And,
19th?
Tonight I also sing at Cream City on the Mill. Shout out to Peace.
Hey,
Shout
shout
out to
out.
Peace, man.
Shout out.
And it's not my show, but I'm part of it. It's a Christmas production that I'm
Okay.
singing in. So and I play piano.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a brief mini. If you want to come there and enjoy the show, or if you just want to come and drink and kick it,
What time does it start?
7 p.m. is what. But Black folks don't start at no time.
They started to like 7.
You said
So
make sure
7
you
o'clock,
there.
7 is 9.
Yeah, 8:30. Get there, get a seat.
Right.
8:30.
Right, I'm on the
street.
Disclaimer: there's not a lot of seating, so if you want to sit down and you feel like you need to sit down, get there.
Get there
Is it
early.
free?
We're gonna be standing
Yeah,
up.
it's free.
Okay.
Oh wait, no ticket information is. I'm gonna put the flyer up for y'all.
Okay.
And I also made the flyer.
Wow.
The graphic design.
Girl, this girl
Everything. She does everything.
Look,
Yeah.
everything.
It keeps money in my pocket.
Boy.
I felt that.
Especially with Christmas coming around.
Yes, I
Okay.
felt that. I'm about to start being. It's like I'm a man of all trades too, but I got to start keep money in my pocket too. Then shit. Yeah.
A strong black woman.
Yeah.
A strong
He ugly
black
as hell.
woman.
I try.
That's what's up. I should drop another
That's
bomb
what
for
I'm
that girl.
talking about,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to Jalen, bro.
Jalen
That's
Rose, my girl.
Yes.
Rose of Gold. Let's get into my boy over here, Mr. Baby
do, what
Benz
it
over
do.
here.
Yes,
What it do,
indeed.
what it do.
Tell us about yourself. Like, what's going on with you, man?
Well, first off, I am also a native of Milwaukee, born and raised. I mean, it's really not much to know except for I'm a cool, fly ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that
No,
goes
no,
a long way.
Shit.
I'm just playing, I'm just
Talk
playing.
your
Drop a
shit.
bomb for the cool fly ass
But
nigga.
no, for real though. I am an up and coming artist in Milwaukee. about to start dropping some things in 2022. So look out, starting February for that. I got my first single dropping next year in February.
Oh my God. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
cracking.
I have some stuff like on SoundCloud and stuff like that now, but you know, I'm trying to make my own. You know what I'm saying?
This will be official.
Yeah, this would be official.
Let me say, make sure when you do your music, you make sure you get all the legal stuff done.
Oh yeah,
That's, I
definitely.
can't stress that enough with artists because nobody ever takes the time to do the legal stuff and get it legitimate and then complain later like somebody stole my song or
Oh yeah,
my concept or you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the thing.
definitely. I definitely need help with that too. If you,
I can direct you.
yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. But you know, I think my focus for next year is just trying to put out some quality work. You know, no more freestyles and stuff like that. You know,
Right.
but I'm gonna be coming out with some original work next year in February, starting February, and it's just gonna take off from there. You know.
Okay. Do you want to do an EP or what you want to do?
It's gonna be a mixtape. So I'm gonna first drop my single, and depending on how that do, you know, I'm more than likely will do a mixtape or an EP, maybe a little EP. But I'm also, you know, I'm trying to break into like a unknown type of realm, you know, where I'm not gonna be in type like a box. You know what I'm saying? I really want to just make
Trying to
music.
enhance your
Make
dynamic.
music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm, you know, if you hear something on that mixtape and you know you're not mess with it, you know what I'm saying, you might just have to skip to the next one and you're gonna mess with that one. But it's really
Everything
gonna
ain't
be for everybody.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
It's really gonna be for everybody because Milwaukee is, in my opinion, such a melting pot of a bunch of different personalities in our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A bunch of different personalities, and I want to be able to represent that because
Especially
I feel like
on
that's
the
who
east
I
side.
am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially.
So that would
Yeah.
definitely be your market area. Like,
Yeah.
There's been talent on the east side, to be honest.
Yeah.
It is.
As well as the north side, but the east
Yeah.
side definitely has the branch off to wanting to, you know, be open to listening and hearing different spectrums of music.
Right.
Definitely. But you know, don't sleep on the north side. We got a lot of different people on the north
Oh,
side
no,
too.
I'm saying
You know
the
what I'm
east
saying?
side is more open to listening to like different types of music and being receptive to it all and being able to
Yeah.
connect to it on any level.
Yeah, that is
Regardless
true.
of it being like their mainstream of it, music. Or
That's
their genre.
true. That is
Yeah, I
true.
noticed a lot of north side artists and musicians are mostly like they came
Rappers.
from the same background. Like they either played in church or
Right.
went to West and
Yeah.
they learned how to, you know,
Yeah.
or rappers, or, you know. But you know, I think I'm starting to see too that like both dynamics of our Milwaukee artists are starting to mesh together.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to see that, and I think that's a good.
I honestly
good
think,
thing.
man, like this, I think it's getting better. We getting like the younger generation, you know what I mean? If we, you know, we point out the bad, but the good is they really supporting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Yeah.
And I can honestly say that about the young dudes out here even making music. And I might not necessarily be a particular fan. It might be one or two songs I like, but at the end of the day, I gotta support them young dudes because they
Yeah.
out here doing it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Especially even if they product ain't that great to you, it's like, but they
They're
are
doing it.
They
they're
putting it out
ambition,
there, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? You gotta support something like that. And coming from that, so I've seen you before, and we did show, you know, did a
Yeah.
show together.
Yeah, I
So
remember. Yeah.
my question is, what's more fulfilling for you? Because I'm a performer. So is it performing or just like making the music within itself?
I think it's both for me. I think it's both. I really do love performing. You know, I get up there and turn into somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's both for me. I think it's equally essential to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to.
the
When I am
overall
in the-
shaping of your
You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
even when I'm writing a song, I'm coming up with how I'm gonna perform it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, it's important to me
I do
for
that
both.
too.
You know what I'm
And I
saying?
thought I was the only person that did that. Like
Mm.
when I make a beat, I always imagine how it's gonna sound live with a
Live.
band.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
do that.
Same.
I've never had that emotion, but I can feel it because it's
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
No.
Same here, like
definitely
especially
is.
when I'm singing, like when I hear stuff, I'll be like, how could I just do this? I mean, we've
Mhm.
all performed together.
Yeah.
I performed
Yeah.
besides him, I performed with everybody in this platform.
Right. No cap, you have. Look, shout out for Phil performing with everybody here except for Evan.
But even as a poet, it's kind of relevant too because because you have to give that personality when you're
when you make a
expressing your poem.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you
you
make
got
a
to make
poem, you have
everybody
to be able
feel
to
it.
tap into that.
Yeah.
Like, when you make a poem, you gotta like center in on what's giving you the energy. Like it's like
Right.
catching an emotion and being able to hold it to finish out the poem. Because there's poems I have in my phone written down that I have started 3 years ago. They still ain't I don't know what it is, but some poems just will never be finished. I
Right.
just don't know.
I mean, and I give props to poets because
I know what it
we
is.
as artists often like we rely on our music and stuff
I
to
don't give a fuck what it is.
kind of give
In
us
a
some
minute, it's
crutch
finna be
when
that
we
Jack
perform. But like poets, you know, it's just you and the audience, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and sometimes on occasion there's music, but you
Right.
know, for the most part, it's just you, the mic, and the audience. So you have to bring all of that out of yourself and make the audience feel it, you know.
So yes, I actually went to, I don't mean to, before 2 seconds, I have to do a shout out. I went to an event yesterday called Sacred Garden 2.0.
Yeah.
It is located at fuck my soul. 2 seconds, y'all. Because I really had to tell y'all what this is.
While she looking that up, let me just say too, on Thursday nights I do I play piano at Poetry Night at No Studios.
Where is No Studios at?
It is at 1037 West McKinley Avenue.
Okay.
Facts.
Thursday night at 7. So
I love karaoke
So yes-
night because
so
you
I
too,
be
you
I
might
just
go
play one of my
tonight.
hits
That's
and
a
turn
karaoke
up
night.
and singing and
yesterday I
shit.
went to
Dope.
Sacred Garden. It's at Arts at Large Cafe. The address is located at 1100 South 5th Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 58204. So it is, I believe, the first Friday or second Friday of every month. It is hosted by Michaela. It is hosted by Tori, and it's hosted by Jalen, I believe her name is.
Mm.
And so, y'all, the shit was amazing. You were able to see, you know, like poets. You were able to see artists. Somebody played the piano,
Mhm.
and y'all, I damn near wanted to cry. It was a person that it was a person. They made a piece about, you know, them loving women because they in their culture and it's not really accepted. So I don't know what the hell that was talking about, bro, because it was in a different language, bro. I swear to
Said,
God,
I don't know what they were saying, but it
Shit.
sounded
Bro,
good.
I
And you
feel
said
you.
that was Arts at Large?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, I'm like,
you know, and
I don't know
and
why I feel so sensitive.
the artsy, you know, / poet community is starting to grow a lot because I see a lot more poetry nights around the
Mhm.
city like
It
than
is.
I did probably like 5 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
it was
Mhm.
always just like you going to poetry night. It's that one that you could, but now it's so many around the city. And I'm starting to see that community come together. Like I'll see
Mhm.
one poet at another show, and then at another show, and
Yeah.
Like they really branching out now. Now it's
Right.
like it's becoming a more comfortable space for poets. Where we are being given a space to be able to express ourselves
Mhm.
and the nature where it's not like, you know, singing or rapping. It's more of a less for us to just speak how we feel because, you know, we often don't have those spaces to be able to let those poems that we have be released.
Yeah, and storytelling.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I was gonna ask
That's
you guys
good.
a question. When you guys are for the two well, everybody's an artist, but technically for the two guests here, what is your process? And I'll start with you. What is the process that you go through when you're making, let's say, a song, any song, whether it's producing, whether it's writing, to a beat, wherever it may be? What is the process for you? I'm really curious, like with the writing and everything.
I have different processes. It depends on what hits my like heart at the moment, or my
Mhm.
you know what speaks to me at the moment. If I hear a beat,
Mhm.
something that maybe I didn't make, you know, if I just randomly hear a beat, I'll be like, oh, I could write this to it, you know.
Mhm.
And then sometimes even if I'm asleep at night, I'll think of songs and then put the beat to it later, you know. So it's different moments where I, you know, put a song or something together. So.
Okay.
Mhm.
What about you, Mr.?
I think mine's is kind of the same. Mine's is different. You know, I might find a process that works for me for a certain amount of songs, you know what I'm saying? And then I
Right.
might have to switch it up, you know. Typically what I do though is when I do find a beat or I find a producer, you know, with a really great sum of beats, you know what I'm saying? I would listen to those over and 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 over
Right.
before I even attempt to write to it or something. You know, I might just be freestyling in my head, or I might have like a flow that I have in my head and stuff, and I'll just hum that until you know the words come together. I typically I really try to take my time because you know I don't really want to put out nothing BS, you know, no
Yeah.
bullshit. I don't want
Right.
to put out no bullshit. I want something that's authentically representing me and what I'm also trying to represent as an artist.
Mhm.
So I mean, honestly, it could take me about a month until I really finish a song. You know what I'm saying?
You know, D'Angelo took, or was it no Genuine? He worked on his album for like 2 years before he put the his first album because he was so picky.
Was that
about-
100%? What was his first album? 100% Genuine?
I'm just a dancer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With
Pony.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't the one with So Anxious on it. That was the next one,
That
right?
was not the next one, right?
Hello. That was the first song.
I think it was the first. Okay, don't quote me, but I know one of his albums took like 2 years.
Okay.
Because he wanted to make sure everything was right.
Right.
A perfection.
And you know, that's another thing too with a lot of artists today. A lot of the younger ones, they feel like because they're getting older, it's like I gotta hurry up and and it's like no, take your time. I'm 34 now. You know,
It's
Yeah.
also the pressure.
and I'm
too.
still going. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
I'm not gonna let the pressure of time and people's wants and needs to push me to put something out that I wasn't proud of.
Mhm.
I agree.
So
Mhm.
I definitely
You know,
agree
when
with
I put
that.
it
We
out-
both agree on
When
that.
I
Yeah.
put it out, it's for whoever wants to consume it.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to consume it, it's not for you.
And I feel like that should be for any artist out there. Like for real. That's a key piece to making music and promoting yourself, because you don't want to put nothing out that's half-assed, because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. People won't have. It's a perception you put out. You know what I mean. I ain't did nothing in a couple years, but when I do something, people respect it.
Right.
You know what I mean. Definitely when you coming into something like the music and,
music
doing
has
anything
no
like
age
that.
limit,
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like there's a
I think it's the demographic. I'm gonna cut you up, but it's the
Yeah.
demographic for people. That's what it is.
yeah, there's a demographic for music. Like of course, like you see a lot of even the artists like our age and older trying to, gravitate to the younger sound that's
Mhm.
going on.
Mhm.
However, there's also a lot of younger people that respect the older artists.
Mhm.
People like Tevin Campbell and people doing all these challenges because
Mhm.
they respect. I follow They Have the Range on Instagram.
Me too. I love that.
And
Me too.
They have such a
Right.
wide dynamic of singers on there,
Mhm.
whether they're young or old, and it's just like your appreciation for the music is what will keep the culture growing.
Yeah.
Instead of
Right.
having everybody so afraid to work on their craft because they feel like they're getting too old.
I agree. And I know I felt like that. And I know for me, pushing out stuff like me and Craig worked on that song Supernatural. We worked on that song for like 2 years.
Right.
And even then when I listened to it, first of all,
I was bumping them
That's
songs when
Abominable
when
was a
y'all
great
first put them
song.
out.
it's a great song.
Yeah.
But
No, for real, no cap. It is
no,
a
it
good,
is.
really
But
great
no
song.
cap, it really is. But even then, I feel like there's sometimes I listen to. I'm like, I could did this here, I could did that there. But also, it's always time to remaster it, and we can redo it. And then also sometimes I'll be like, how did this sound so great live? You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Right.
So
And you know
And
what?
you gotta
I don't mean to.
understand-
Oh,
go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
I don't mean to cut off,
Go
but
ahead.
that song is a really great song. I honestly see that song in like some movies or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Right.
an end credit, or even when
And
you're
even
going.
and that's even another alley that people can take is when you do a song, it don't necessarily have to be for radio. You can
Yeah.
get it into a film or something.
Mhm.
And
Right.
if that film does really
Yeah.
well, a
Okay.
lot of people are going to hear that song and say, "What song was that in that?"
Yeah.
I do that
Mhm.
all the time. I be like doing Shazam, like, what is it?
Right.
or like Insecure. I found so many artists off of Insecure. I don't know if you ever seen that show, but I found so many artists off Insecure because it's like, damn,
I'm not-
she always got good songs in this damn
Right.
show.
Issa Rae be like,
Yeah.
she's great at picking out her product.
And
for her.
also, oddly, Netflix, they be having some good ass songs on there. I be
Yeah.
like, Shazam, what is this?
Yeah,
I
man.
be dead ass having to figure it out. I think it also comes from like, when you critique music that you made beforehand and critique anything that you made beforehand,
Yeah.
that's the peak of where you was when you created that music.
Mhm.
So where you are currently was like, okay, I see that I could have did better there, but like you have to also realize when you made that music back then, that was at the height of where you could have been.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you got to be able to like realize the growth and where you came from,
Right.
and not be like so harsh on yourself, because that's where you started, that's where you was, and that's like that.
Your mentality changes. over
Yeah,
time.
your mentality changes. So does like your horizon. It starts to expand over years come. It's like, okay, cool. I've experienced this and I experienced that, and I was
Mhm.
able to,
Right.
open my range and open like my viewpoint, open where I want my music to reach out towards.
Right. I've rewritten a lot of songs I wrote like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because
seriously.
now I'm like,
Right.
I want to put this perspective on it now and word it this way because I'm older and wiser.
Now I had a
You're a
quick
different
question,
person now.
because as an artist, for me, I know like I'll write some shit and I won't even use it. Like I won't even think of it until like, is that the same for y'all?
Yeah.
Like how is the writing process? Because sometimes I'll just write some shit and
Oh, man.
And,
Just to get it out.
Yeah, just to get it out, but it'd be a different beat or a beat down the line, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you know
Like,
what,
this gonna work.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
work.
This
this,
will work. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely did that before. You know what I'm saying? When I put out my mixtape, it's actually gonna be of some songs that I done wrote about 7-8 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But to different beats. But you
Mhm.
know, I found some better beats and something that better fits the song. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a beautiful and I say that to say like, man, it's so crazy that like Supernatural, before the people even heard it, we did that song for 2 years.
Jesus Christ.
And it's
And
like,
that's the process. It
like
takes
it's the
time a lot of
process,
times.
and it's like, man, that's what's really like. I like timeless music.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a big fan
And
of
when y'all
timeless
put it
music.
out, it was new to us.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
so when I first heard it,
I was
I
like,
could
this
have been
hot.
like, they just did that good like week and then got that song.
Right.
Right.
You never know what goes on behind the scenes.
And that song, man, that song right there, man, one of my favorite songs
It is,
I
me too.
ever like did, man, because like I had people that didn't even know me, man, telling me like that song was cool, and it like and it motivated me, man. Like that motivation you get just from your peers and you know what I mean. That's a big thing, and I feel like we all need to support each other
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
agree.
it's, you know what I mean. If nobody would have never said nothing about that song, I probably wouldn't even win as hard, you
Right.
know what I mean, as I did.
Right.
You know, if
Right.
we all support each other, man, like we can really be, something, you
Mhm.
know,
I
and
agree.
I would love to see that.
That's one thing I do appreciate about Milwaukee. We are Milwaukee artists, you know, we even though some people don't like each other, you know what I'm saying? We are still here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're still here. We all still support each other
Mhm.
and we still, you know what I'm saying?
We go
shout
hard
each
to pay
other.
for each other.
Yeah, we do. You do. You know what I'm saying? And we shout each other out and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and direct those listeners to other people and stuff like that. So that's one thing I really do appreciate about our music scene, and I'ma always represent. You know what I'm saying?
I want to give a quick shout out to
Yeah.
to Track Sanders. I don't know if y'all know him.
I know. I actually just inbox Tracks. I was trying to see people to come on the show. So Tracks, come on the show, brother.
Hey, love to have you. The
Come on the
complex
show,
of
brother.
love to have you.
I was Zell Phillips. I just inboxed you literally like 2 days ago. So I was trying to get you. I'm trying to get you on the show, man. You got-
Yeah, and I appreciate Trax because I met Trax a little over 10 years ago.
Wow.
You know, while he was still doing his he was helping other people get their music done. You know,
Yeah.
and he works closely with Lisa Nicole and
Okay.
Tasha D, you know, all of those people.
Yeah, he did a song for Shonda. I'm for Shay.
Mhm.
For Shay Harris.
Oh, yeah.
We just had her last week on here. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I appreciate his hustle because he's gotten ASCAP awards and things
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
that. And
Mhm.
I think it was really brave of him to step out and say, okay, I need to start working on my own thing now, you know. And since then, he's been doing like plenty shows, you know, and some were for free, you know, because he's just really trying to get his product out there.
Mhm.
And with all the with what he built from his ASCAP award days to doing production for Deluxe and all those people, he eventually took that and said, I'm gonna use all these connects I got and then get my own stuff out there.
Yeah.
So like shout out to Trax for his hustle and his grind.
Shout out to you, Tracks.
Shout out,
Drop a
man.
bomb.
Proud of you.
She said, "We're so proud of you."
Milltown in the building.
Milltown in the building. Any more questions for these beautiful guests before I let them give their social medias? Give your social media, Mr. Baby Bands.
All right, I'm gonna have to look this up, y'all.
Okay, well again,
Okay,
Mine-
so my Instagram and my Twitter is the same. It's at JXGGY_NXGGA__.
put
I'm
that in
gonna
the
say,
description.
yeah.
We
I'm
gonna
gonna
put that
say
in
it
the
one more
comments.
time.
Right.
One more time. JXGGY_NXGGA__. Jiggy nigga __.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Jiggy
saying?
nigga. Drop a bomb for my jiggy niggas out
That's
here.
what I'm
man.
talking about.
Is that just your Instagram or
That's my Instagram and my Twitter. I do not have a Facebook.
okay?
Instagram and Twitter.
What about you?
And again, my Facebook is Jalen Rose, JLYN Rose like the flower, and Instagram is Jalen Rose 999. And also YouTube. I do have a video on there that I just did for a friend of mine, Vogue Rebel.
Okay.
And my YouTube is You know what? I got like 2 different. You know what? I'm gonna just put it in the description
Put it in the description.
because
Facts.
I have a YouTube that I started, and then I had to start a new one because like I just wasn't getting the hang of it at first, and I just started a new one.
I'm gonna retry. I'm gonna
Yeah.
retry. I'm
That's
gonna
your
reset.
first
Just have
look.
Moselle drop it in the description. for
Dust
y'all.
yourself off and try again.
Right. My phone said I'm right here. You can just look. I don't feel like doing
Okay.
Yeah.
Never
Nah,
bound for
I
these
love y'all.
amazing artists, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
definitely
saying?
this amazing artist. Now, Phil, hold on. Before
Yes.
we move on, I
Yes.
just got a small portion
Yes.
of this 414
Go ahead, my brother.
because I was a part of something yesterday that was so beautiful.
Yes.
Drop a bomb for
Yes.
Craig because Craig was a part of it. By the way, Craig called me. I was supposed to be part of it, but I fell asleep. I went to sleep.
Just
That
know,
damn
At 8:00.
Niggas
No.
had to go to work in the
hey,
morning.
hey, I feel it, but just know I sung your song like David Ruffin. So
He
our
said,
son,
"Smash
it's
it,
always
smash
a joy
it."
singing this nigga part. There's always a joy singing this nigga part. But no, for real, yesterday, y'all, I had an event, the OMG After Party Awards. It was at Oasis.
Yeah.
I want to give a special shout out to the Michael Pretty Black and the DJ. Everybody who did their thing, man. Like when I tell y'all, man, this shit was lit. It was my first time performing in 2 years. Shout out to my girl Shaylee, man. She came out
Yeah.
and fucked with me and shit like that. So I just want to take this time out to give a shout out to these artists for real. The Boo definitely did her motherfucking thing on that
Okay.
motherfucking man. Miss Loyal turned the
I heard
motherfucking party
about
out.
her. I started hearing a lot
No,
about
she
her.
definitely turned. She went before me, so you know I had to turn that
He
motherfucker.
said,
up.
he
She-
said, I gotta go
Hey,
out with this bitch.
Hey, Miss Loyal, I'm tagging people in this, man. Miss Loyal, you see this? You definitely sparked that fire that a
That's
nigga
what's
needed.
up. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Most definitely. My boy J Bone, man, definitely did his thing, man.
Okay.
They are everybody like really, man, had really nice songs, man. It was just that much. YT definitely did her thing on that
Yeah.
motherfucker. You know, money. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta definitely check these people out, man. CEO Youngin definitely did his thing on the mic, man. And I just wanted to take that time out to give appreciation and give a shout out to y'all, man, because we really turned that motherfucker up, and it was not a bad artist on that stage. You know what
Okay.
I
That's
mean?
what I like to hear.
So
That's
man,
Milwaukee.
shout out to y'all, man. Pretty Black, the Mike Goat, man. Everybody that was at Oasis performing, man. Everybody that came to support y'all people. Everybody that stayed and supported everybody else. That was a beautiful thing to see,
Yeah.
man.
That's
When,
one thing too.
when
is-
everybody stayed and supported
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, I like when people stay and watch the other artists because
Yeah.
now you're giving that artist a chance
You
to
support
showcase themselves to you because you may like something that
Mm.
they do.
And
Yeah.
they gave me so
Yeah.
much life, man. Look
Or
here,
you can
man.
just consume from
They
it.
gave me so
Nah,
much
man, I'm
life.
so upset I missed it.
He said,
man.
"Don't worry about it. I will be posting videos to the complex and to my page. I got photos, videos about my performance and all that, man. But nah, the love and support I got from them, man. And I ain't performed in 2 years. I was nervous a little bit.
Me and Phil sit you our love and support from our dreams.
Yes,
'cause you know we
indeed.
old
He
folks.
said,
Y'all
I,
spirit.
first of all,
Heaven
heaven.
is
I knew heaven was in the bed at 7:30. I knew she had her
Right.
bonnet on
Her
already.
bonnet on.
I
The
knew
problem
she had
is
her
heaven
bonnet
is-
on already.
Heaven-
I know what my feet. y'all
Heaven
know.
is 23. She's not even close to being old yet. So I'm
But
And I
Her
know because
spirit
we
is.
talked
Her
before. I know
spirit.
y'all
Sleep
went to a
on her
movie, and
spirit.
I don't know what it is about a movie, but after a movie, you don't want to do shit.
Yeah,
After a
especially when
movie,
you ain't
and that's the
rushing.
night. That's the night after a movie type
Hey,
shit.
this is that weather. It's when I get in the house,
Yeah.
I'm not coming back out.
Yeah.
Facts.
I went in the house.
Facts.
I was like, I'm gonna go in the house and change. I said, you know what?
Never
I said he can sing my part. He know the song. He wrote it.
I
Shit.
believe you,
He be all right. He
I
knows
did write it. I do
was
write
like,
my
I
own
was like,
song.
He sing my part. He know shit. He
But
all
nah,
right.
man. Hey, shout out to all of y'all, man. Y'all was beautiful, man. Y'all did y'all thing, man. And shout out to me, goddamn it, because motherfucker, I did my motherfucking
Get
shit.
yourself
That's
up
I
what's
gotta
up.
talk
Your
my
pat on
shit
the
right
back.
quick. I did my mother. And hold on, last but not least, I can't forget my cousin, an artist that I want y'all to be on the look for, man. Lil Haiti, Lil Dutchy, aka Lil O.
Okay.
My
yeah.
cousin, he performed with me, man. Listen, I put him on the song the day of.
Okay.
The day of,
I know he went hard.
yesterday. That man went hard in the studio, and the man went hard performing. He a natural,
That is
man.
what's
Lil
up.
O is
Y'all,
amazing natural,
please,
bro.
y'all.
He's so
I got
good,
my
bro.
boy coming out with some stuff, man. We finna really do this thing, man. And I'm willing all support, man. Let's support each other, man. Let's get Milwaukee where it really needs to be for real.
And let's start giving and let's help each other out with gigs because a lot of times a lot of people need more gigs to put their name out there.
Yes, man.
So let's start connecting on that.
Listen, I got a lot of people I know, a lot of things, a lot of events we can set up, man. If anybody interested in
Hit me up.
hosting, anybody interested in, coming together, man, let's do this, man. We trying to get out here. We ain't no richer than nobody else in the city, man. Let's get out here and really do our thing so we can be rich in this motherfucking city.
And honestly, what's so interesting is we've been talking as a group about doing like showcases for the complex. So the complex actually probably in 2022 is going to be coming to y'all.
Probably set that shit in stone.
We coming to y'all in 2022 with some great ideas. Well, because you gotta be like, I'm
nah, none of that. Own that shit, claim that shit.
You know what? You're right. 22. So we not saying maybe for shit. We just
so basically the complex gonna be looking for our artists like the artists we got here. The complex gonna be looking for poets, man. Whatever your talent is, man. Okay. We want to enhance that. We want to get that in 2022. We coming. We having our own stuff, man, and
we put Milwaukee on the map.
Yes, indeed. Let's put Milwaukee on the map.
With the people we got, but we just gotta keep that energy going.
Let's keep that energy, man. Stay consistent.
I agree. Okay, well, that was the 414 hookup with my people, Baby Bands and Jalen Rose, aka the Rose of Gold.
Rose of Gold.
Aka Jiggy Nigga in the building. Okay. All right. Round of applause for these people. Let's do another game. Let's do another game. We can do the hat game.
Okay.
What game?
The hat game. So I am
Can I be the hat sorcerer? Because I want you to play today.
Yeah, Phil got he didn't get to rap, so
I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna still be the server. I'm gonna still play.
No.
So basically, the hat game it comes in many different varieties.
But Heaven, you still gotta play though. You know that, right?
No, it's some hat game.
I never played
some we may have some impressions on the hat game. Now, with the impressions, you got to read it first before you read it out loud, so you would know what you're reading. Then we got a 2-player game. You could pick anybody from that, and then it's just a solo of you read it. So just read it.
So if it's an impression, just read it to yourself and do it, and be able to figure it out. If it's an I rather or anything else, you can read it out loud.
And if it's 2 players, go ahead and select your partner and go ahead and start the game.
Hey, hold on. Heaven sound like the airport person that
she do the stewardess.
The stewardess.
Can I be honest and transparent? I really want I want to experience being a stewardess.
Honestly, no cap though.
Or also being an
you
auctioneer.
You got the perfect everything for a stewardess.
I'm like,
everybody in the aisle like.
Have you heard Craig?
Hey, everybody gonna be when you get done talking.
Everybody,
hey, look, everybody, please fasten your seatbelt
and
get ready
to take off.
Damn! Y'all receive Friday? It was like, damn!
He said, "Nigga, you see that?" He said, "I'm gonna get that." He said, "I bet you I get it."
He said, "Daddy,
I bet you I get
it."
Hey. He said, "Well, son, a racket will hold this families together."
Oh my God! Your mama got one, and that lady right there.
He said, "And that ass will hold me together." God damn it! He said, "Definitely."
I haven't left you yet, nigga.
I'm like, now the hot sorcerer, give me the respect that I need and I deserve. Thank you. So the game is now about to begin. We shall start with our guests because they are guests. It is their space. Let's let them feel invited and warm.
Okay.
By the way, if you're watching this, I'm upset.
I love you.
I'm angry because I thought I was gonna be the hat sorcerer.
You come rub my head sometimes, so please thanks.
I was trying to get out of responsibility.
Always.
Look.
That's
okay. I know Phil, so I can say that.
Yeah, you can say that. You ready? You ready? Here we go.
Let's get it.
Okay, you gotta keep it real.
Okay, so read it out loud. What is keep it real? What is?
How do you feel about Charlamagne the God?
Okay. Oh, wait.
Woo, that's a good one. That's a good one.
My question was, how do you feel about Charlamagne the God?
Keep it real.
Okay, so keeping it real.
Oh, I got a long list.
Charlamagne is an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when I say that with respect, I say that respectfully because he's entitled to his opinion, and a lot of times he does make sense in a lot of the shit he says,
Yeah.
The way he says it and how he goes about it isn't always the best, but with people like him, you have to develop a tough skin, especially, A lot of the people, the younger generation, take things a lot personally than
Yeah.
we would, you know.
Yeah.
So I think he's gotten better over the years though with his
He
his
definitely got better.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Approach.
Yeah, his approach and his politically correctness, you
Cause
know.
them niggas got on his
And then I respect him too for coming out with a book, so he's smart, he's intelligent, he just don't always say the shit the way he should.
But that's
Who bought the book,
that's
though?
that's 100 though. You said what?
Who bought the book?
Nobody.
But then,
anyway,
and then again too, like on the Breakfast Club, that's his thing. So you can't really say how he says something because that's his show.
Yeah.
Right.
But my thing is also you gotta remember that he worked for Wendy Williams for a long time. So
That,
he works for the
may have
messy,
been a
messy
contribution.
maid.
Right, a messy bitch, a messy bitch.
He's like, here, Craig, a messy ass bitch.
That's a messy ass bitch.
You know what?
man.
The fun that shit was funny. She hosted the Soul Train Awards one year,
Oh, she
and
did.
nobody was fucking with this
First
bitch.
of all, I'm
she
like
was trying
this.
so hard,
You-
and
you
I
know
feel so
what?
bad for her.
One thing I am not.
I
One
never
thing.
feel bad for Wendy
One thing I am not.
Well,
I
feel
am
bad
not
for
a
her
hater.
right now. She got,
I
like,
don't have a
dementia.
hater
I mean-
bone. I don't have a hater bone in my body.
Life happens.
I don't have a hater bone in my body. But what she did to that Louis movie, she should have kept that shit to herself.
Who?
She should have kept that shit in her thoughts. That Aaliyah. Exactly. You don't even.
Oh,
You don't
oh,
even.
Where
Look,
she
Did a
pissed
Leo
me
movie?
off is when
First
she,
of all,
where
I
she
didn't see
pissed
it.
me off
I
is
was
where
too
she
young.
told everybody about Method Man's wife having cancer.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
That her family didn't even know that.
Yeah.
And then she told everybody that she was hitting that shit.
You know
She
what?
said
First
Method
of
Man was
all,
hitting his
I
pussy.
just
I'm
want to
like,
say this.
oh.
I just want to say this for a woman that is very tacky. What you do with a motherfucking nigga should be what you do. What you should do with that person. It doesn't have to be displayed. You don't have to bring that shit to the forefront. Her doing that shit, it had no relevance. And you already have history of disrespecting this man.
Mhm.
And let's just get his benefit of the doubt. 20 years, 25, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that bitch ain't look like how she look now. You know what I mean? Let's keep that shit 100. Method Man ain't look like how he looked now.
Stay away from drugs.
First
y'all.
of all,
All I'm
leave
saying
Method-
is,
leave Method
yeah.
Man alone. That's my man.
No,
I need
Method
all
my
y'all young
nigga.
ass
No,
kids to get off these perks.
Nah,
Wendy
Method my
Wendy
nigga.
outed him. So she outed his wife
Nah,
having cancer.
basically,
and she outed him
basically
saying,
said
Wendy
she
Williams.
hit
Fuck
type
Williams.
shit.
In that Lifetime
Fuck
movie,
her.
right?
No, Method my nigga though.
Method
But
Man
yeah,
been my
like,
crush since
but see
childhood.
though, that's one thing I don't agree with though. Like, bruh, if you do something with somebody, man, listen. If you suck that man dick,
Play
guess
your
what
part.
you
Suck
did?
his
You
dick
sucked
in
that
peace.
man dick.
So
It ain't nobody business that you did it. You think that nigga fucked it and she didn't suck his dick.
she said
Exactly.
and she let him titty fuck her.
No, so what I'm saying is,
That's
I'm like, but it had no relevance and it's tacky. You
You
wanted
heard
to
his
mention,
nigga? He said that's real.
look, bro. Basically, your ratings ain't doing so motherfucking hot, and
got
you
one
wanted
story
some
for you.
relevance because this nigga on power. Let's keep that shit 100.
She
Look,
said,
I'm.
I'm finna start outing this nigga because
Man, look here, bro. Nobody give a fuck about that shit no more. Your
That's
whole
the
show
wrong
is
way to go about
Kanye
it.
and Method Man. Kanye, Kim Kardashian, and Method Man. That's all the fuck I hear motherfuckers talk about.
And Beyonce was finna do the
And then want to sweep her shit under the rug, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
she
getting a
do.
divorce. So next topic.
Right.
He said,
Roseanne did that shit quick.
Man,
That's
come on.
Roseanne,
She said,
the
that's
corner
it?
that
That's
Roseanne was
all?
like, oh, we're not gonna talk
We're
about
moving
husbands.
on. He said, we're moving on. He said,
He
no.
had a baby with another younger woman.
He said,
That's not a big deal.
no. He said, not let's sweep this shit under the rug. Let's not worry about this shit, though.
Right.
He said, no, keep that shit. And that's my thing is, listen, I give it just like I can dish it out, I can take it, man.
Yeah.
Listen. He said, don't try to speed past your shit.
Right,
Let's
bitch.
get a
Let's talk
30-minute
about it.
segment like you give everybody else this 30-minute segment. He said,
What she needed was somebody on there with her ass to give it to her too. Like, so I want to know. I'm curious. How long has he been cheating? Like, I'm
look,
I'm
the
asking
whole
this question, like,
relationship.
I'm
Shit,
really
that's
curious,
Wendy
like,
fucking
what-
Williams.
what
Who
the
really
fuck
being
is-
faithful? Come on now.
Come on now, bro.
Let's go to this next game. I'm sorry. Let's go to this next. He goes, who really being
But that bitch,
faithful?
but that
To
bitch,
Wendy.
that bitch hosting the
To
Soul Train.
Wendy.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Everybody
She
look
don't
good.
like
She-
Wendy.
The
I don't
happy
need-
sorcerer
Wendy.
has spoken. It is the next person to go.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Wendy.
I like Wendy.
But you
I love
always
Wendy. I
invited
love
on
Wendy
this show,
Williams.
though, because all in all, though, listen.
Wendy would
Just
love to
like
have you.
Wendy, just like
I
Jocelyn,
love Wendy
just
Williams.
like these people that just have no talent, but in there, I definitely, I don't want to get it misconstrued. I have a sense of respect for these folks because you made it with no talent. You made it like, and to make it with no
She
talent.
got talent.
Journalism is a talent.
I mean,
No. Jocelyn,
Messy
honestly,
ass
she.
shit.
I think more so if she really just focused on her Spanish, then try to sing it in English, she would actually be a very good
Jocelyn?
Spanish
Fernando.
artist. Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I can't get past the fact that this is my cabaret, this is mine, and then she.
Hey, I love the way she say cabaret.
that's my
Cabernet.
shit. Do it
I
like
love
it's
the
my
way
beat
she.
day.
I'm sorry.
Do it like
Do
I'm
it like it's my
sorry.
beat day. Baby, do it look at my beat day.
No, then the girl was like,
Every can
Baby.
make anything. I
It
read
was
it
one
like
clip
it's
in there.
I love you,
Like-
Jocelyn.
Me neither.
It's
She's
a-
like,
You know
I
what,
ain't
though?
talking on you.
You know
I
what?
want you to
though?
live it
It's
up.
I ain't gonna lie though, because me and my girl Jocelyn got something in common. We both got our theme songs on our own motherfucking show. He
All
said,
right,
shout out
next.
to my girl Jocelyn Hernandez.
I do know that song about her because I did watch her show.
I
I watched
knew when
this.
that girl
Her
was like,
show was
I didn't know
very
the fir-
entertaining.
very
She's
entertaining.
very-
Very entertaining. I
Shout
actually
out to
watched a
Big
couple
Lips.
episodes.
No, that girl
Oh, the
was like,
cabaret.
that girl was like,
I
don't
I
you
watched
got-
a couple episodes of the cabaret. I
See,
did.
episode where the girl was like, you
Lot
got
of
an
ass.
eviction.
Lot of ass.
She's like, you got an eviction. And next thing you know, she's like, Jocelyn, I got a motherfucking eviction. And next thing you know, Jocelyn beat the girl up because the girl was like, you got an eviction. You got freedom, bitch.
No, the fuck the part. She was like, yeah, I had two abortions. She said, damn, double homicide.
Hey,
Shout out to
I'm not.
Big Lips.
Hey,
Shout out to Big
shout,
Lips.
shout out to both.
Ah.
Shout out to both because I feel you. If you not, I'm the one. I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50. If you feel like is needed, and you don't want to bring another life into this world where you're not ready, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I also agree with not getting rid of the motherfucker. But when she said double homicide, I was like, ugh. I was like,
It's like,
shit. I felt that
damn.
shit in my soul. I
Like,
said,
damn.
like I got rid of these
I
motherfuckers.
had to grab my balls. Like, oh,
I
Jesus,
said,
feel bad for
Jesus
the people.
Christ.
Oh, I feel bad for the people.
Go ahead.
Let's go
All
ahead.
right. It says lights, camera, action.
Okay, so that means you don't read it out loud.
I don't read it out
No,
loud.
you got it. See, good.
They can read it. You ready already?
Well, not yet, no.
Why don't you read it? Yeah.
You want me
This
to
nigga
read
was
it?
finna do
I'm
something.
not playing.
You in heaven. You're playing.
You don't have to play.
I don't have a favorite movie. I don't have a
You
favorite.
can't tell us that. You just gotta do it.
Oh shit. Oh my bad.
Just
Okay.
pick one.
Just
pick
any movie.
The
Yeah,
first one
and-
that popped in.
I'm a
your head.
movie
And
guru.
what it instructs you to do.
I could have did this. I could have.
No, you don't
Well,
want to
you're
play
not
and shit.
playing,
You don't want
right?
to play and
Right?
shit.
You
You
don't
can't
play.
play. No. He said, sit down. Looking at I tell my kids, no, you
Okay.
want to play.
Okay. Let me think. Hold on.
Remind you, look on my timer.
Everybody guessing?
Yeah, everybody got.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
Oh, okay, I know.
He got to do an impression, and everybody gets to get what movie it is. If they get it right, that means he did the impression right. If
This
they get it
reminds me
wrong,
of Cranium.
Then that means he just fucks up.
See,
Then he
mine's
take a
is
shot.
not really an impression.
It's a movie. It's got to be a sync from movie. But we got to understand what the movie is.
It's not an impression though. I don't remember any lines. Hold on, let me think.
So let me put this timer on because remember I'm about to try to take
You
a
like
shot.
that?
Can he talk?
Huh? He can
Yeah.
talk. Yeah, he can talk. He just got to give it to us.
Mm.
All right, and we are
Can I use
putting.
my phone really quick
Nope.
so I
No.
can know what line?
Without saying,
No.
without
I know
saying
what
the
line-
name of the
And the
I know
actor.
what
timer is
line
on,
I want to.
and-
I can't use my
and
phone.
The timer is on.
Mhm.
30 seconds.
Hold on, don't start it yet.
It started.
Okay. All right.
It proceeds.
That's
All
not how
right.
it's done.
Okay. Hold on. You talked to Elgin yet? You talked to Elgin yet?
Ah, come on, you got to give me a
What
little
else?
bit
What
more,
else?
but I know it.
All right.
But I
I'm
know
gonna get
it.
one more. Okay. You better have my money.
Friday.
Nope.
Nope. You better have my money, or you won't walk, or let alone dance again.
You got fired, nigga. Said, "Let's go, cricket clan, Timberland, nigga."
I had to think about that real hard. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga
I
said you
know.
talked to Elgin. Nigga said
I was gonna get up here and
He
start
said,
dancing.
hey, you know my favorite part on that motherfucker when grandma hopped on his ass. That nigga said Elgin Baron Eugene Smith the third. Hey, that's my favorite part. That
She said,
motherfucker.
"Sit your tail
Yeah,
down."
That's
Oh.
the part is I heard that part in the movie before. I just don't know what movie it is.
Oh,
It's-
You got served.
You got served.
Okay.
You got
yeah.
served. It said, "Sit your tail down."
Baby. No cap. Hey, that was a good one right
You
there.
did okay.
You
Mom.
got
As soon as he
served.
said it, I
He
was like,
said you
oh.
should have said Lil Saint. This for Lil
I should have said
Saint.
Lil Saint.
He said this for Lil Saint.
Whatever.
She'd have had sorcery.
You got this, Phil. You got this.
Respect.
Phil.
Respect.
You see what happens when you.
Respect.
Look, this is for me. This is easier than the freestyle.
Go ahead.
I look you want to go again.
Hell no.
Can I still drink?
Yeah.
I want a shot though.
Okay, what is that?
Jack,
Okay, so mine is a 2-player one. Mine says
Pick a player first.
pick.
man.
Oh no!
Don't pick me.
Oh, I'm about to pick Craig.
Craig is a favorite.
You know what? I'm the desert
I
Fan
should-
favorite of the game.
I feel like we should get this one to the guest. I feel like that'd be better.
No, I feel like you should just take it.
You know what?
Yeah.
So put on a beat, and I'll go find me a beat real quick, and make up a song about smoking weed. The song must be 1 minute and 30 seconds, and it must be good, or we both have to take 2 shots. Smoking weed.
You know, these penalties ain't exactly like penaltying for me. This sounds like
If you lose, you
fun.
gotta cash him. Everybody $5 if you lose.
See, that's
I
a
see
real
my
that's
Cash
a
App.
real penalty right
I
there.
see my Cash App.
Don't worry.
But
Don't
I'm
play
not-
about money.
I gotta go get my phone today.
He
So
said, "Come on, man."
I see my
already know.
my
It don't
Cash
even
App
matter.
barcode. How y'all see? Do y'all see if people is commenting? Oh, I'm sorry.
I wonder if I should go over to Instagram.
Yeah. Or he need the remote. I mean the that's whatever.
Okay, so they're about to make a song, right?
That's a minute and a half song.
Pat Masters in the building.
You know, I
Shout
was
out
talking
Mecca
to you about
Milo.
that. How did you join?
They asked me to because being a musician, you're kind of connected with a lot of
Different
music
people.
people. So they were just like, hey, and they have been trying to get me to do it for years, but
Okay.
I just never got around to being able to do it. But
A
this
crunchy,
year I was like, yes, I'll
cheesy
do it.
universe
Definitely will.
comprised of otherworldly
Because
flavors.
it's like a battle, right?
Yep.
Y'all battling another
Yep.
team.
Yep. What
That's
happens
cool.
is we do a segment, and then the next week we'll do a segment, and then they give us
Yeah.
Chill. An instant.
Go outside.
Okay.
That's always classic.
Take my glasses off for this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, when I wake up in the morning, man, I start my day. I gotta roll me about 2 swishes and 2 of them J's. See, I be smoking weed, that nigga that be ease my mind. I be smoking weed because it make me feel so fine. Like I was Nina Simone or Anita Baker. You got me caught up in your rapture and this is no faker. I never smoke Reggie, that shit ain't allowed in my blunt. I only smoke loud, that shit that had you slam dunk. Nigga, I'm a beast, you know it, nigga, I'm off the leash and everybody up in here, no competition in me. Listen, I ain't got to compete because, nigga, I compete with me and I'm giving you any and everything that you need. Call me Big Daddy when I roll up a fatty. Gotta switch it in the Dutch in the back with it in the back. You know I vibe cause I like that and I smoke my weed and go ahead and sit back. Nigga, it's the complex. And you know we go ahead and get in mine next. And matter of fact, I pass it to the left and pass it to the right because I keep 2 flotations and run it every night.
Ooh, hey, I love to get high. Roll me up a blunt and smoke it with my friends in here. Ooh, hey, I love to get high. Smoke me up a blunt.
Yeah.
Roll it up with my friends in here.
Yo, sitting on the stoop, you know I'm getting high, watching the girls and the dope fiends walk by. Sitting on the porch, just smoking with my niggas, talking about all the chicks and all the money we gon' have, nigga. You know I come through, and when I come through, I come through. Baby girl, you know I'm cocky, but I still remain humble.
Okay.
You know I do my thing when I do my thing, and the people up in here, you know I'm blue but red just like some flames. I ain't never false flagging or flagging that I ain't. And I ain't got a James Drop or cloud chase. See, nigga, I came from a real place, and that's the mill. And where we wake up every morning, get that feel. Walk to the stove and get that blunt. First thing in the morning before we have breakfast or lunch. What's a dime when you can get a dub? And what's a dub when you can get a 7? Ooh, we to show me love.
Okay, no shot.
I love to get high.
Hey,
I don't know the rest of it.
hey.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot.
There
That was hot.
somewhere.
That was hot.
Hey, y'all gotta go in the studio and lay that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not Philip bring the church up in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Church. Not Kim Burrell.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, that was hot though. That was hot. That was hot.
The Lord is
Yeah.
everywhere.
I feel like Philip should take a shot though, because you was doing like the background. She was weak.
What do you mean?
You know what? Go ahead and take a shot.
Take a
You
shot.
didn't give us a verse. You didn't give us a verse. You didn't give us a verse.
You
You didn't give us a verse.
You said
the melody.
It says make a song of it. It did not say I have to sing a verse.
But you didn't sing any of it. Go ahead.
I did. I sang the entire song.
He
Take
sung
a-
the hook.
take a
He
shot.
sung the hook and the
Take a shot
ad
for me.
libs.
Take a shot for me, please.
Wow.
Thanks.
Take a shot for me.
Look, don't fight this, Philip. Just take the shot.
I'm not gonna fight, but Shay, please hurry up. She getting out of hand of this power. She got a little bit of power, and she don't know how to act.
Who said she's
She
abusing
got a little
her
bit of
power?
power. She want to be Hitler now all of a sudden.
Hey, but that's stuck in my head now. Just says, hey,
Always
I
look pretty.
love to get high.
Oh,
I
shit.
love to get
Would
high.
you rather spend the night homeless in winter
Oh damn!
or sleep over at your last ex house?
Homeless,
Oh,
winter.
Wonderland. Fuck
Give me
somebody.
the thermal. Give me thermal
Jesus.
gloves.
I
Homeless.
don't know.
You already
It's
motherfucking.
a nice little place downtown. It's a nice little place downtown.
I ain't
So
gonna
might
lie.
just
I'd
go
rather
down
be
there.
in the house warm.
I might just go ahead
I
and.
might go underneath the bridge.
You
Sleep
know
underneath the
what?
bridge.
No, I'm
You know
definitely
what?
with the ex house at this point.
You know
I'm-
what?
I mean,
I'm
my ex wasn't
I'ma
that
give you
bad
the
to where I,
I'm gonna give you the
No,
truth.
mine is ex horrible, but it's a nice
I'm
house.
gonna give you
so
the truth. Now
mean-
I could have went to my ex house, but the situation I'll be in after that, I'll
Right.
say like this: I'll spend a couple hours outside. I'm light skinned. Motherfucker ain't gonna
You know
just
what?
leave me outside.
Okay.
A motherfucker gonna come get me. You know what I
He said
mean?
not a
Make
light
me
skin.
make me
If
want
that's
to
the
suffer a little
If
bit.
we can spend a few hours outside and
He
then just a
said-
few hours in, I
He
can
said,
work with
but
half and half.
in all fairness, it do say tonight.
Oh no!
I sleep in the
And
basement.
and I'm
The night, the whole night.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
I'm
I'm
gonna,
going.
Nah,
I'm
nah.
gonna sleep outside. Then,
Hey,
if
but look,
that's the
don't let
case.
them have a work schedule to where they're going most of the day, because then I'm definitely staying with the ex.
Hey,
Because by the time you
Hey,
get home,
look
I'll be
here.
asleep.
I ain't gonna lie. The ex making a strong case, but my better judgment telling me to go
This
and
nigga
sleep in
said-
Sleep
homeless.
outside.
He
Sleep
said,
outside.
but I'm
Look, I'm this
going.
big.
I'm sleeping outside. Best believe I'm finna be warm as a bitch. I got my coat from Florida.
Right. So I'm,
I don't feel shit in that
Got the
motherfucker.
first down
That
coat.
motherfucker's warm.
Facts.
I'm sleeping outside for 10 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna sleep outside too. Yeah.
I'm sleeping outside.
And you, Jay?
Go ahead and take
I'm
that
a
light.
princess. I
Go ahead
need
and sleep
warmth.
in, go ahead and sleep in that head.
Hey.
And I have 3 children.
Talk your
Yeah,
shit.
go in
He
there.
said
So,
talk your
I
shit,
I have
dog.
to, you know.
Talk
What about
your
you,
shit.
Hannah? I would love to hear your answer on this one.
I'm sitting outside. Fuck that nigga.
Oh wow.
He said
Y'all brave.
facts.
Well, none of y'all got kids, do y'all?
Yeah, I do.
I'm
Yeah,
always
I do.
thinking of.
I got 2. First of all, I
But
don't
it's
have
just
3.
you,
though,
Niggas say I got 2 kids. I don't have 3. So I'm trying to wish that shit on me right now at this time. I just spent Christmas money. I got birthday money to spend.
Well,
nigga,
my
so-
oldest is 17, so.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be like Ike Turner. He said, "What I'm gonna do with 2 more kids?" He said, "What I'm gonna do with 2 more kids?"
I'm like, damn, they're your kids.
I'm
nigga.
doing.
look,
Hey,
he
look,
was wild for
I'm
that.
doing.
What you
good.
think you gonna do with them?
Nigga,
He
keep
said,
them.
take
Raise
care
them.
of them and shit. Like, nah.
Okay, one more
Hey,
round.
she dropped them off smooth though.
She said,
She
you
said,
playing
"Take these damn
family
kids."
man now.
Right.
You playing
Hey.
Got
family
right back
man.
in the car.
Hey, she showed it and hop right back in the
I said,
car.
this bitch ain't shit.
Hey, that nigga
This
said,
bitch
"Hold
is not
on." He
shit.
said, "Hey, you know this shit was a continuous thing." She
I'm
said, he
like-
said, "I ain't got time for this shit today."
I ain't got time
He
for
said,
this.
"Lorraine."
I ain't got time for
He
this
said,
shit.
"I ain't got time for this shit."
Okay, mine says word and it says to recite a verse word for word without stopping or drinking.
I should've got
Okay.
that one.
So does this mean like
And it
like
definitely
any
was that.
song?
Any song.
Any song.
Any song.
I mean, that's too easy though. I just pick my own song.
No. Any
Go
song that
ahead.
you do not personally own or have written, it has to be.
See, that's the fine print that y'all ain't put on the.
That shit
That's
roll.
the- that's the
That
little
shit roll
small
a little
letters.
over there.
Right.
You
Over
got
there in the
to
corner.
read it.
Right.
That's heaven. Heaven over here putting shit on and shit.
The fine print. You ain't
Okay,
read it.
so not my own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Word for word. Go ahead.
I mean,
You can-
feel
so you
free
can
to
sing
say-
it or
to
you can
say
rap
some
it,
Nicki-
anything.
Some Nicki Minaj.
Sorry, I never told you.
This is the first song that came off the top of my head.
All I wanted to say.
I'm at Heaven.
Come on,
Heaven
girl.
knew exactly what song this
Now
was.
it's too late to tell you. 'Cause you flown away, so far away. Never had I imagined living without your smile. Feeling, knowing you hear me, it keeps me alive, alive.
Oh.
That was
Oh.
You
You was finna go ahead.
Do I get a bonus for doing the chorus?
I mean,
It's just hard to go from that song and not
Oh
do the
my
chorus.
goodness.
I
You know what?
I'm gonna
You
follow the
know
rules.
what? Man, look here. That shit right there was.
That was me.
That
She
was
said no
fire.
90s.
Right.
That was
Have you heard any shit
fire.
about this?
All
that
right,
was
guys,
fire.
I'm picking.
You should have did Mariah Carey Christmas song.
Oh my God.
You would have did it better. It's,
What you got?
you know, I think Jalen
Beatbox.
Rose should just sing the rest of the show.
Beatbox the melody of your favorite
Oh, I'm
song.
glad I ain't get that
What
one.
they mean, like, how I'm gonna beatbox the melody?
Come on with it, cuz.
This question, this makes no sense. How am I gonna beatbox the
You should
melody?
have a trash ass
Boom,
song.
boom,
in
boom,
mind.
boom, boom, boom,
Oh, okay, I know that song though. I know that song.
boom. I took that one out, so
This is your favorite. Your favorite's a Nicki Minaj.
Oh, yo.
You know, she ain't got no tennis, so it's gonna be hard for this one.
That motherfucker's like, bah!
She tried it. She tried it. And Queen, I got you.
You said, brrr, looking
Show me
at-
different things.
See, I don't have a favorite.
I think I would have been great on Terrell's
Oh,
show.
we got a
Me
shot
too.
waiting
Don't
for
have
you.
a favorite.
He said we got a shot waiting for you.
It's
Though.
definitely gonna be Nicki
He
Minaj.
said definitely
Just
got
gonna
a
let
shot
y'all
waiting
know.
for you though.
But what
He
song?
said that shot is definitely there.
Go ahead, go
It's there. It is
Go
there.
ahead.
You sound the shit out that song.
So wait, do I beatbox the beat or do I beatbox the like the hook?
The melody.
The
yeah,
hook.
Just
beat-
do what I did, but with a different song.
Yeah,
But
just
see, this
beatbox.
song is gonna be different. It's
Nah,
gonna be
If you
go
got some
ahead.
good chords,
We
you
just
beatbox.
gotta figure it out. If we don't figure it out, you take a
To
shot.
make it
Okay,
easier,
That's
it
it.
don't gotta be a favorite. Gotta be any song.
This might sound silly, but I'm about to do it.
That's what
Might
makes the show
sound
entertaining.
Right, exactly. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
It's
He
content.
said, I mean, come on now.
All right.
You know, you do it. If you don't, you take a shot.
Okay, y'all ready?
We're ready.
I'm trying to figure out how the beat go in my
You
head.
can take the shot if you want to.
I'm gonna take that either way.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Boom, boom. Mm. 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 Mm.
This could have been a Nicki Minaj song. This was kind of good.
Mm. 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 Mm.
What song is this?
Mm.
Right?
You
Don't
know
say
what?
Nicki
I
Minaj.
feel
She's
a
kinda
little
good.
I
older
woke up, the
vibe.
price of coke
Oh.
up. I just hit them with the low, cut to call my folks up. Nicki Minaj.
Okay, okay.
And it was
You
good.
did her justice. You made her
Own
shit-
your shit.
You made her shitty song sound really good.
You know what? The hate is real.
Hello. Hello.
You made her.
Oh, it's gonna be- okay.
You made her shitty song sound something so good.
That shit funny as
Send her your
hell.
bill.
You know what? You did
So
your
she-
shit on that. I just didn't know that one, but you did your shit up because it sounded just like what you
I'm what?
beatbox.
I'm
It
what?
sounded- it
I'm
sounded
what?
just
I was
like
trying.
what
I
you
was
beatbox.
trying. I was trying it.
It sounded just like it.
I'm about to
so
start
if your
beatboxing.
Girl or slash guy gave you a free pass to smash any celebrities. Who are you choosing?
Sound like a setup to
Oh,
me.
Oh, I know this listen.
I picked the
fantasize
wrong-
about this person unhealthily.
I picked the wrong day to have my spouse on the show. Damn. I gotta
Go ahead,
on
pick.
good.
Who you want?
He said red flags, red
Oh
flags,
God.
Inquiry
red flag. And what a coincidence! Look, what? How ironic of the sorcerer of the red flags is here right now.
And I'm the
Alva.
sorcerer of that.
Okay.
He said,
Well,
but all in all, though,
you
know, take that shot or
Can
let
I
us
answer
know.
that after you to get
you,
the
you,
Yeah.
we can all answer. But if I was gonna answer first, I guess it would be Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, he pretty. He cute.
He good.
He decent.
Damn, that makes it like my choices is weak as hell.
Okay, this is the thing with Michael B. Jordan. He fine as hell, you know.
Yeah,
but
you
then
know
I
that.
always take into account his acting skills, and I don't like him that much as an actor.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that though.
In Black Panther, I feel like he could have done better.
Yeah,
Even though his character was really powerful, you know, like
Yeah.
the message that was coming across with his character. And,
Amateur.
you know, but
It came off
it's
as
just-
amateur.
he did really good in Fruitvale Station. though.
and then
He did.
and
He-
then
that-
okay,
that
okay.
was a really
And then
good
my
movie.
second choice would be probably this would be younger Trey Songz, and then that'd be it. I'm done.
Okay.
Not 2021 Trey
What's
Songz?
that?
Not Trey
It's always
2021 Trey?
younger.
He said
Yeah.
the younger nigga. Said.
Yeah.
No, cause Trey Songz. Now I don't know what the coke has
Oh,
got. The coke done got
Oh,
to him.
this
Cocaine
Mr.
got to that
Steel
nigga.
girl.
That's some serious
Look
shit.
at
We
Craig.
going
Hey,
in
girl.
order, we going-
Hey, girl.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, come on. Who celebrity would you smash if you had a pass?
myself.
Sublime. Come on,
Myself. I'm a celebrity. I feel like I'm a celebrity. In my,
Besides yourself.
in my
Besides
mind,
yourself.
I'm a
Besides
celebrity.
yourself.
Besides yourself, baby bands. Who else would you pass?
He
Baby
thought
band.
about
Oh,
this
Taj.
shit. He thought about this shit.
You-
He said
The
a
baby.
setup was in the
Okay.
making.
The-
He
No
said,
argument
yeah, nigga.
tonight.
Hey, that nigga said, yeah,
No
nigga,
argument
who you
tonight.
choose? He said,
I answered it correctly.
No.
Move on.
no,
Next
the
question.
baby for him because this motherfucker said
It's
when
definitely
he-
changed.
He said, "Oh my god, I went to Rolling Loud. Oh,
That was about 3 years
the
ago.
baby was so thick and
That was
so
about 3 years ago.
strong."
Okay,
I
if we
said,
gonna if we gonna
"Get
put
the
a
fuck-"
name to it, if we gonna put a name to
that
it,
nigga said
I
strong.
think
right, I said.
He
I
said,
think
that nigga said strong.
And it
huh?
was and then what was fucked up is he forgot I was in the room. He was talking to his friends. He's like, oh, he was so fine, girl. He said he was so fine, girl. He was so strong, and he was.
You
oh,
gotta
he
look
was
back like you was right there the whole
and I looked at
time.
him, I said,
but in my defense though, when he performed in his underwear and his tidy whities.
Okay.
That's my defense.
Okay.
That's my defense.
and that made you feel good about. Okay.
I mean, that's my defense.
The
and
score
it's
has
taking
been
it easy.
even. He
Yeah.
You know,
said-
Is it?
you know,
Consider
you
y'all
know,
even.
he said-
Okay, no. If I put a name to it, I think I would.
That nigga said if you put the name to it. I like the way he said it.
I'll keep on your lookout for it.
All right, bet,
Love
thanks.
to know.
I would have to say for my celebrity, you know, because like niggas
Oh
and
damn!
bitches.
You just gonna skip over me?
I thought you said it already.
Oh no, not yet. I'm thinking.
I said it for him, but
Get to
he's
the
he's
point.
thinking. Get to the point.
Honestly, I think right now. I mean, PNB Rock.
I don't know
Okay.
what that is. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
That was
Innocent.
the choice.
Sandra Blank,
That
like,
nigga said.
Everybody stopped like, okay.
it don't matter who
Right.
they are.
That nigga said-
Making shit up
So
now.
I have one for women and one for men because I know I like to have an open horizon. So for
Okay.
women, y'all know it gotta be Rihanna. Like it's something about her booty that just
Right.
make my whole
Her
fucking-
booty.
It's the
Bro,
Pisces. It's the
it's-
Pisces in
Hey,
her.
hey,
It's the Pisces in her.
Gained weight.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
she-
saying,
You know what? She
it's
looks
The
very
right
good
way.
with that
She
weight
gained the
on.
right weight.
That's
Baby.
It's the Pisces in her, bro.
Okay, so it's
Baby.
Rihanna and
It's-
then the
You
next
gotta throw the
man, Sally. Honestly, like it's not even Sandy. It's just it's a dark secret of mine. Eminem. Like I would.
Eminem.
And I tell you, I would drop this pussy on any man so fucking. A split on that dick is ridiculous.
Eminem.
Quick.
Eminem.
Have a whole
She's
baby
a clown.
That's crazy.
She
What
said
if
I
it's
would drop.
Whoa.
Will
She
it
said
to be a
drop the
whole
pussy. She
single
didn't say lay it
motherfucker?
down.
That's
She just gonna
crazy.
drop it.
On this,
Like
right there.
here.
Yeah.
Change your minds back to the
Take
baby.
it.
He's still canceled, but the baby.
Okay.
Okay, so
He said, God damn. He said, look.
You okay?
He's a God damn.
Sorry, I was trying to pick up that paper.
Okay.
So okay, so she had a male and female. Wait, you just said a male and female one.
Okay.
So I wouldn't necessarily smash this person because I'm not all the way into women like that. But
Just some of the way. This all cool.
I could appreciate, women in a sexual way. Just I wouldn't go that far to,
Yeah.
But My female crush for a while has been Kalani.
Oh,
Yeah, she's hot.
I love
Oh my
Kaylani.
gosh, she's
Yes.
a wet
He's
dream.
a girl. She's gonna have a whole.
Look,
She gets it.
And male, I got two males. That
Go ahead.
so
No.
as of recently, I started watching the Haves and the Have-Nots.
Yeah,
And Benny's character on there,
Benny is beautiful.
he's a
That's a,
hoe on there. I'm gonna say he's
Slut
such a
man.
whore on there,
Slut.
but he's so fine.
yes.
And Rome Flynn from How to Get Away with Murder, and he was on the Haves and the Have-Nots, and he was in a lot of Tyler Perry stuff.
Oh, that makes it. Oh, that says a lot. All right.
But I don't know, like Tyler Perry be picking some fine ass like male
On purpose.
characters.
It's
On
crazy.
purpose.
Everybody in that show buff.
The
Like,
Every
agenda.
man.
one out of
He's
But
ten.
if you look at the
agenda,
women, ain't it
like-
crazy? It's some.
Every
some
man
women
be
in there
buff, but
that's
every
just
woman
like-
be okay. All right. Okay, Tyler.
Nah.
We know what you
Okay.
want.
So
Okay.
Rome, if you anywhere out there and
Since-
you just happen to scroll across this
Look.
podcast, just let you know,
Let her know. Let her
my
know.
socials
Let
is
her
in
know.
the beginning of the footage.
Hit her up.
Hey,
Hey,
Hit her
but
up.
what
Hit
was
her up.
funny is that there was a scene on the Haves and the Have-Nots where they pissed me the fuck off, where Benny did some shit, and I was
He
like, I
always
just
doing
hope
some
Benny get
stupid
his
shit.
shit together.
He always does some
Shout out
stupid
Tyler
shit.
Lepley. And then I posted a screenshot of it, and then like he saw it, and I was like, yeah, I'm glad you saw that because I hope Benny get his shit together. So
What season?
Okay.
What season you on?
Huh?
What season you on?
I'm done. I'm
you
all the way on the
finished it?
reunion.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
like the moon, though.
What about-
8 years
Okay.
of footage,
Right, I
in
was
like
gonna
2
say-
weeks.
I'm only on season 5. All right.
Look.
Yeah, it's got 3
Nah.
more seasons to go. Shit.
So I'm gonna give y'all Cesare. I'm gonna give y'all 2 light skins and 2 dark skins. Cause I love both.
Yeah, okay.
I love both. Now I'm gonna go with this first light skin. Well, I'm gonna go because she was my first light skin crush, Maya.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey,
She
Maya,
Maya's
different.
hot. Maya's
Maya,
She is
definitely.
She still got it.
And
She
she
still
got a
looks the
natural.
same.
She got a natural beauty. I'm a fan for just a natural
You
beauty.
know she
Like
buried herself.
herself.
I
Like, she
would have.
literally-
If I
felt
was her,
that.
I would
You
have
can do
too.
that.
I would have too. I would have too.
Now,
Now,
shit, me too. Shit.
now the new light skin one. I ain't gonna lie to
The
you.
new light skin.
The newer light skin generation. Light skin Keisha, man. I just got
That ass fat.
it's just something about light skin Keisha. Light skin Keisha just
You want to get them back shots, huh?
he said, yeah.
He
Look
said,
at-
yeah.
no,
Look
no,
at
no,
that. He
no,
said,
no,
yeah, I
no.
do actually.
No, but light skin Keisha, she pressure. She
Yeah.
pressure for real.
Pressure.
Hey,
He
hey,
said-
fun fact: light
Now
skin
look-
Keisha started off as a comedian.
Man.
As a comedian.
That's it.
Look, she can laugh me out my drawers any motherfucker.
This nigga-
Nah, I'm
Who the
fucking-
dark skinned girls, nigga?
Nah, the dark skinned girls. Nah, I can't lie. These 2 of my favorite singers currently, right now, and I had to put them side by side.
Can I guess who you gonna say?
Is Summer Walker one of them?
No.
Okay.
Ari Lennox.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ari
That's a
Lennox.
bad.
Ooh, let me tell you
That's a
something. I
bad
love a
bitch.
natural woman. I love everything about a natural woman. The way they feel, the way they smell.
If I
Mm.
had
They
to pick a
smell
dark-skinned
good.
girl, I would pick the chick
Ari.
from Star.
Not the way that they
I-
smell.
Destiny
I-
Ryan.
You know what though? Ari Lennox, she just all that naturalist, and she a little tall too.
Yeah.
It just make it so much better. Ari
And
Lennox.
she speak her
Look,
mind,
I would
too.
be so proud walking with
And
this
she
with this
produced a lot of
lady.
her own music.
I
Man,
do-
look here,
see, I
she
ain't
can
know
sing
that.
me right out of her shit. She can sing me telling just anything. Just she can sing me right
Straight
to
out
bed.
the
Said,
throat.
"You want me to go to bed, boo?" I want you.
You want her to tuck you in and
Nigga, sing me while you tuck me in though.
This nigga is a
Now, me. I like a girl with a little meat on her bones. My second dark skin one. This is no doubt about it. Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh.
Now, Jasmine Sullivan,
Now,
right
that's
there.
a good
Listen.
luxury.
Listen, let me tell you something right now. I'm fully equipped for the motherfucking job. I ain't never met a challenge that I couldn't complete.
I am
Got motherfucking
dead.
damn. You know what I mean? Listen
Hey, but
here.
You know what? Jasmine actually lost a lot of weight.
She
You know what?
did.
She could have lost it, gained it. I fuck with Jasmine. I fuck with her weight on. She one of the artists that actually good with weight on and off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
Like
she
no
is.
cap. She just that
She
like
is.
Jasmine and Ari just if y'all just want to serenade me, just want to
Together,
just want to seduce me.
Just do a song
Just
together and then
just
both of y'all
want
can
to
do
just
that
want to
song.
do that. If y'all want to do that for me, my birthday April 29th. I would enjoy nothing more than that. He said, then that right there, that would make my whole life. I would I would tell my kids and my grandkids about that. He said, "Yeah, boy, your granddaddy had your granddaddy." No,
I'll tell y'all
He
how
ugly.
your granddaddy rolled.
hey, look, bro.
Y'all youngsters think I don't know.
Ah,
You better mind your damn.
He did. I definitely saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I looked
this is
Was
funny.
at it. No, we're not. Okay, y'all.
Ah. Oh, Jesus Christ, who wrote this shit?
Shay wrote
Shout
it.
She
out
did.
to Shay.
Yes.
All right, moment of truth. Tell us some crackhead shit you did for some weed.
Oh,
Wait, crackhead shit for weed.
oh.
Okay,
Yes.
now this is funny. Now this particularly I didn't do, but I definitely had a hand in. I didn't make the hand-to-hand
This was a
transaction,
team effort.
but this is definitely a team effort. So let me paint the slide.
Wait. Start off with how old you were.
I was an adult. He said, actually, at the time, I was married. So my cousin was staying with me. I was married right now. Now listen, shout out to my cousin Snooki. That's my baby. Shout out to my cousin Angel.
Shout out to
listen,
Snooki.
Now listen, this motherfucker right here is one of the most talented motherfuckers. She can play the keyboard, talk 3 different languages,
Oh, shit.
can sing,
Oh,
like
shit.
guitar, all type of shit.
Yeah.
Man, listen, she got a fucking British accent, my nigga.
This bitch is hilarious.
If you talk to this motherfucker on the phone,
You like
I
foreign women.
swear to God,
he's not lying. He really is.
you
not
would
lying.
think you talking to a motherfucker from
From
short
Great Britain.
story. I'm not getting off topic, but short story. She had motherfuckers from the hood thinking these motherfuckers drinking tea from British and shit, drinking little
That shit
cookies. This
Lipton
bitch
and
got
shit.
this shit from Aldi's and shit. Got the tea from Aldi. These niggas, I'm in the crib with these niggas. These niggas had little tea. The little tea cups had their little pinky up and shit. I said, you Aldi's eating motherfuckers. He said, little do you know. So listen, nigga, it was at the time I ain't get paid. Niggas broke. We just paid rent.
Right.
Niggas broke. All we got enough money is food to eat. And we can't put the food, you know what I mean? But lo and behold, motherfucker cousin came through with some counterfeit bucks.
Ah,
Now listen.
Counterfeit books.
Now I put the plan in play.
Okay.
Niggas had some counterfeit bucks, so I'm like,
This is
okay, we got the
scammer.
counterfeit bucks. We got like $80 and we got 20. So we got $80 and 20
Wait, you not
of
narking,
fake
are you?
money.
You not narking, are you?
No. I don't even know who the fuck. I don't even know the nigga name I got it from.
Oh
Nigga
my
said-
God.
He said, but no, so we got this shit right. Now my cousin, she called, she put on the accent. Yeah, can we get a dub of weed? Like, you know what I mean? I ain't even doing it justice, but she really got this shit on. So she meet up with the nigga. We at the gas station.
Wait.
I'm in the
hold
car,
on.
she
Let-
meet
let
up with the
Craig give
nigga.
an African accent.
And yeah, like no, it was a British accent. I can't do the accent.
He did a
But
Zimbabwe.
so she get a motherfucking nigga. She get a motherfucking nigga the money. We get the weed. Mind, we just bought a 7 from this nigga. Got back.
Uh-huh.
So
I got
all
back.
in all,
Got back.
so
Fake money.
so he like amazed of the voice and shit. He keep on saying it wasn't until the next day the nigga figure out he got
Some
nigga
fake-
got
some
got
fake
because he's so
money.
amazed by this bitch voice. He trying to chop at him. My cousin thick as a bitch.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Got an ass and shit. Love showing the ass all out. So of course she had this nigga on
He was
stuck
like,
and
this
shit.
bitch-
So
Right.
before he even knew the shit was fake and shit, it was the next morning and shit. Listen, finesse the nigga out the whole motherfucker. What's the name? She look, the nigga he couldn't stop talking about the motherfucking bitch accent. Little do you know, this motherfucker is from here. This motherfucker, and that was definitely my crackhead story because niggas didn't have no end. So niggas came together and divided the plan for real. We was in that motherfucker plan. Okay, cuz listen, you got the voice. You got the voice. I'ma be there. I'ma be in the truck. Listen, you gonna be right next to me. If you gotta go in the car with her, just go in the car with her, make it look real type shit. Make it look like she ain't from here type shit, like translator. You could be her translator.
All to secure the bag.
Nigga,
How to secure the weed?
The bag.
Good.
No, literally.
Yeah,
the bag.
bag.
The bag.
And
Literally.
we smoked good that
Literally.
night. And we smoked good that night.
Ugly.
Hey,
and niggas, you know.
So I was reading some of the
Hopefully
comments.
niggas, you know, got that 20 off somewhere. You know what I mean? Got the 20s off somewhere, but we smoked good that
He
night.
said,
And
hope
that
you
was,
made your money back.
and that
cuz.
was my crackhead story about getting some weed.
I am.
Wow.
I read some of the comments, and there's people claiming Ari Lennox from you. So
Yeah, you already.
Somebody
know.
said, "Watch out, homie."
Hey,
She's
hey,
all
hold
mine.
on now.
Oh, Lord.
We ain't finna start this
I ain't
shit.
got my glasses
Now
on,
listen,
so I
y'all
can
can't
see.
even get to her. I can get to her. I can put some plans and some motions in play to get to her and get a meeting
Man,
with
teach
her.
me the game, Ghost.
Let's not listen.
All he needs is
And,
a British accent with his cousin.
hey,
Right.
and she gonna coach me
The
up too.
dynamic
Listen,
duo.
I need y'all to calm down now. I need y'all to calm down. Because if anybody gonna get her, it's gonna be Mickey. God damn it,
Actually,
he has
this nigga's
spoken.
gonna be me.
man. Look,
I
here,
mean,
bruh.
not time.
I ain't in competition with
I
nobody.
would like to see that.
Listen, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all all. I ain't in competition with nobody.
Let's
I'm
say,
Mickey
watch out.
motherfucking
I'm
Murdoch.
glad you know that. I'm glad you know there's no competition.
He said it ain't no competition. it ain't no competition, Heaven.
I'm glad.
It's no competition at
So
all.
I want to let you know
He
I'm
said
a red
whatsoever.
flag. You're a pink flag.
He
Relax.
said whatever,
Relax. You're
whatever.
a pink flag. I'm a red flag.
He
Relax.
said-
I can
he
always
said,
overtop it.
You are a red
And I'm
flag.
a white flag. And I'm a white flag.
Girls like pink.
Red flag.
Girls like pink. Looking at.
All right.
That's crazy.
Well, we're moving on. This was the hat game. I appreciate you guys playing. We're moving on to our topics for the day. You guys are wow.
I would like to thank y'all.
I
for
love
getting me
y'all.
drunk
Man.
today.
I love you guys. I would like to thank. Matter of fact, before we move on to the topic, let's take another shot.
Yes,
Give me
indeed.
a
I
cup.
just took.
Niggas.
I literally just took one. I do got to pace myself.
I'm gonna be
what?
tipsy as hell putting a Christmas tree.
Nigga,
up.
you
Y'all
realize
The bottom wings. No,
I need to
I
pace
just put
myself.
I'm putting my.
But go ahead. Look, I saved it. But look,
Well, my kids
I had-
are
I had
anticipating
3-4
it, so
Right.
leave it to me. I would have left that damn tree
have y'all
downstairs.
ever had that friend on your birthday that gets you so fucked up that the next day, that's literally Phil. That's literally Ozell. Zelly in your belly. That's
You
literally.
know what I have, nigga.
Let me tell you about my last 3 birthdays with Phil.
Phil
Getting so
a
fucked
low
up.
key drinker. Phil a low key alcoholic.
Yeah, he is.
Low-key.
He
He
is.
a low key
no,
alcoholic.
he is.
for real.
He's literally an alcoholic. He talking about me. He's literally an alcoholic.
This nigga trying to turn it off.
Imagine you getting so drunk that you don't even remember how to walk up.
So how do y'all know when y'all get to y'all drunkest point? Like, what's the sign where y'all like? I'm
gonna tell you
fucked up.
exactly what's my sign because I have a moment. I have a moment in between the shot that like I'm feeling really tipsy and the shot that's gonna get me fucked up. I have a moment in between there.
You be like,
And you know what it is? And you know what it is? At first you be like, okay, I need to slow down. But then you say you not drink for nothing for like 5-10 minutes. Your body gonna feel like I need to drink something. I'm good.
Right.
I'm straight. And it be that one motherfucking shot. And I go in the bathroom and I look in the mirror and I stare to myself.
Everything moving
Oh
and
my
shit.
God!
You be like,
and
you
I-
having that talk, you like, you good, nigga. You good, you good.
Hey, look, I be
You
trying to
finna take
pep
some
talk
water,
my
you finna
way.
Go back in there.
Look, it's been times, nigga. That's always I always keep some miss on me. It's been times where I done threw up and got my shit together
and it came
and went
ain't
back to the
nothing
party
happened.
like, hey, shit,
Ain't
went
shit
the fuck home.
He said, I'm
Bro,
fine.
why was that
I'm
me
fine.
on my last birthday, bro?
I'm fine.
Talking to yourself in the
Zelly.
mirror
Thank
like
you, Zelly.
you.
He said,
You got this. You
nigga
finna go
said-
back in there. You finna go back in there.
I feel like
You
I
got
Turn
it.
the fuck up.
Turn the
I
fuck
be in the
up.
mirror like it's not unusual to see love.
Hey, when I'm too drunk, I start speaking Spanish.
Well, I'm just, I be just dancing.
I don't care if you
I be
understand
like,
or not.
Mamacita.
Where
you at,
Mamacita.
So what I hear is that when you get drunk, you turn Spanish.
I'll be turned up.
So he turned Spanish and I be speaking Spanish.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Whatever's
gonna
so good
lie.
in my mind, I be just turned the fuck
When
up.
I be like trying to like
Baby
put
shark.
your hands. Like, let me hold your hand.
Hey.
Shoulder.
Why my niece was like, I put on baby shark. She said, "Hey," she said, "Like this her shit." She's like, "Hey."
Well, hold on, what you
Hey.
doing? We gonna keep
She
going.
said, "Hey."
Don't
When-
turn.
I said, "Girl, you want to show ass the fuck down?
Look.
Let's take a shot." Ready?
Look, when I look in that mirror, goddamn it, I be laughing at myself.
Oh, I
I
drank
say,
mine
nigga,
already.
Yeah, to
I drank mine
Christmas.
already.
To the last episode.
I thought
yeah.
y'all was drinking them.
Woo.
We are on our topic today.
Hooray for a topic.
That
I like
motherfucker
this
hit a
sound.
nigga right there. That was the
Over
one.
here.
This sound.
I'm like, I tasted it.
So the topic of the day is how do you prepare for greatness?
Ooh.
So let's talk about that. How do we
Okay.
prepare for greatness? Like what do you do to prepare yourself to be great, especially going to the new year? This is the last episode of this year because the next two days is gonna be next 2 Saturdays is Christmas and after that is New
New
Year's.
Year.
So
Yeah.
us individually
This
or
is
in
a really
general,
good
are you
question.
saying?
Individually.
Individually.
This is a really good
This is
question.
how you personally can push yourself to be the greatness and be able to like achieve your dreams, your hopes, and everything that you know is actually for you to claim.
And then the segment that coincides with that is what is your New Year's resolution? So if we can talk about how you prepare for greatness, and then also incorporate your New Year's resolution in there. So
I like
anybody want to start off?
I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for me, preparing for greatness is basically getting everything in order that you need financially, that you need spiritually and mentally to, like she said, push yourself to the next level.
Mhm.
Because a lot of, especially during this pandemic, again, a lot of people got lazy.
Mhm.
So what you have to do is you have to discipline yourself to be able to get the things, envision the thing that you want, and how you're going to get it. And that I will say that's also my New Year's resolution is to do just that. Just take my own advice and push past things, the tired and the lazy and the unmotivated, and find that motivation and set out to do what I have to do for myself, but more so for my kids.
Okay,
That's a great New Year's resolution.
That's a
for
great
real.
one.
I can apply that shit. I can honestly apply that. That's
what do you
real.
do to get ready for yours?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I got
and let me ask you this question, y'all. What is greatness? And in your eyesight.
I was literally about to ask that question.
Yeah.
Well, he said, let me answer it for you. Now, real shit for me, like a lot of things, I did a lot of things in life, play sports, gymnastics, all types of stuff, music, everything. And I feel like greatness, like your most, like you work up to greatness, but I think greatness really come in moments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the moment when you need to be great, that's what greatness is.
Yeah.
Like just yesterday before my show and shit, it was a great show.
Yeah.
I was greatness.
Mhm.
I was greatness in the building, and to prepare for that, honestly, it all came out at once. So all day I was really just chilling, smoking.
Mm.
I wasn't doing nothing, but it was just I was resting my mind and getting my mind mentally ready for what I was about to do. And I think just visualizing and actually seeing you doing something and actually speaking into existence, that's kind of what I'm more so getting in the realm of, and evolving more of speaking things to existence, owning, what's mine and everything like that. And that's just really how I prepare. You
got to talk yourself up in that aspect. You got to tell yourself I'm great, otherwise you're not going to deliver on it.
You're not going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to perform like you're great. You don't tell yourself that you're not
like
great.
like my little secret, like when I perform, like I'm a different, of course, a different individual when I perform, it come out of me. But I just like, it might sound cocky, but it's like they come to see me. They come to see the show. And that's what motivate me and help me really put on a good show. Whether it's 5 people, 50 people, or 500 people, I'm gonna rock that motherfucker like I ain't never rocked it before.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And that's how I do it.
I think for me, it's about the preparation of everything. As far as I feel like, when I'm prepared to do something, like whatever it's performing, or if it's coming to do this show or whatever it may be, if I'm prepared, like last week, and this is just the insight on myself. Last week I was unprepared. Like, and last week was a little bit of a what is it? Frustrating and a little bit of a hassle for me because I came unprepared. I didn't set myself up for greatness last week, especially on the show. We had a lot, which I don't know, was a lot of technical difficulties in the background. Check out my book in like 4 years. Okay.
Life at the complex.
All right.
The complex life.
Okay. Written by Ozell Phillips. All right. So no, but like I got here a little late and I didn't prepare myself for it, whether I'm performing or whatever it might be, taking pictures, whatever it might be. When I'm not prepared, or I'm not relaxed mentally, or I'm not really like getting myself in that position to get myself ready for whatever is coming next, I fuck up. And it's an obvious fuck up, and I know I done fucked up. And what I'm starting to realize is me getting older is that I'm nervous. I have anxiety, so I need to relax. I need to relax before I do anything that's going to prepare me for my greatest, prepare me for my next level. You know what I mean? I got to relax and
learn
be mentally.
Yourself too.
Learning yourself. Yeah. That bomb for that.
Definitely.
Learn your capabilities and your
learning yourself.
Learning your
That's a
capabilities.
big thing.
What you gonna say? Have me out? Go ahead.
I mean, if I could piggyback on what you said,
go ahead.
definitely, knowing yourself is a big thing. And I would say, as long as you prepare yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you prepare yourself to the point where You know what I'm saying? Maybe you preparing yourself for a test. You know what I'm saying? Or you
Mm-hmm.
preparing yourself for a performance. As long as you prepare yourself, you could gas yourself. As long as you prepare yourself, you could gas yourself. And I think for me, when I gas myself, like it's different than when somebody gas me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? When I gas myself up, I really feel like I am at the top of the world. You know what I'm saying?
More
Like
personal phase.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like if I'm getting ready for a performance, as long as I have really 110% performed, I could gas the fuck out of myself for this performance. You might not like me before the performance because I'm so gassed the fuck up. I'm so confident.
I mean,
You know what I'm
and you
saying?
can't help but appreciate a person's artistry, even
Yeah.
if you don't like them. You
Yeah.
know, if the music move you,
Mhm.
don't hate on their music. You know, they
Yeah.
craft. You know, because music is universal. So I don't care what personal grudge you may have with somebody. This
Yeah.
is like R. Kelly. R. Kelly
R.
is
Kelly
the
Yeah.
scum of the earth.
Timeless music.
But
But
when
his
you hear his
music
music, it's like he was
timeless
really
in
a
jail.
great songwriter.
I mean, can we just agree to leave
Did he
it?
get life?
Wait,
Did he get life?
For the
No,
case.
can
Law and Order?
For the case.
Can-
Yeah,
can-
Law and Order.
now listen, he got what he deserved.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He got what he deserved. But can we please leave this man music alone? And the
Yeah.
only
We can
definitely leave this man music
Heaven,
alone.
you a hater. Heaven,
She a big
Heaven,
hater.
you a hater.
Can I
Because
say
let's
this?
not.
Can I say
Because
this?
Heaven, let me tell you like this. Before people start condemning motherfuckers, and before the behavior y'all so happen to ignore
witness,
for
right.
so many years.
Right.
15,
It was
20.
a
That
whole
was R. Kelly.
congregation of little kids singing R. Kelly
Can I shut you
at
down
kindergarten
real quick?
graduation.
I was
Wait.
one of them talking about, I believe. I
Right.
can
And guess what? I did the Who at the end.
Wait, and it's the thing too, and then I'm gonna let her go. People are condemning.
You was friends before you did this.
Hold on. people condemn R. Kelly for things that they homies doing. So I don't, if
Make
you're
it make
condemning
sense.
Hold on. Say that shit.
there's men out here who mess with younger women,
Mhm.
and their friends are just turning a blind eye
Have
to it.
kids,
But then they
mom.
see R. Kelly like, oh, he fucked up for that shit. It's like,
What's so crazy? His friends turned a blind eye to it. So it was
yeah,
so,
right.
it was so easy that it was so crazy that his friends turned a blind eye. And all of a sudden, it's a documentary. They said we're gonna
I
pay
like
you. He said,
to-
I'll go
like
talk
to-
about the shit,
I
because
like to preach to the choir because I feel like y'all all is wrong. And let me
No,
tell you,
what
my
he did was
examples,
definitely
uh-uh.
wrong.
Yes.
What he did
So
was
what he did-
definitely
I'm
wrong.
not. I never
The
disputed that.
generation that was around when he was alive and he was not like he did or something. He should be dead, but whatever.
So you saying your mamas
So
and
the
them
shit that he
shits
was
was
going, the
fine?
shit around the time that he was doing the acting, what he was doing, that generation saw nothing wrong with it, right? But our generation,
because
that
the
was
generation
normality.
before
That was the
them.
normality, right?
Yeah.
Because they were taught from their parents that it's okay to mess with men as long as they're providing for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But our generation is unpacking all that negative, all that toxic, all that bad trauma. What them women, what them kids went through, they were not women, they were kids.
Mhm.
They knew no better. If my mama tell me go up there and hop on that horse, I'm hopping that horse. Mama know better.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if they're going behind what their parents are telling them.
And with that being said,
And I
definitely
don't disagree
think,
at all. with
I
that.
definitely think R. Kelly, he definitely
So his
does
music-
need to. He
his
definitely does
music-
need to serve some time, but
but
at the
his-
same time,
His
they need
music
to
was
do
timeless.
everybody else the exact
Yes,
same
yes,
way.
But
yes,
and
yes,
it takes
yes.
he's the example. He's
There
the
isn't
domino
no
effect for what
example. Just
happened.
do what needs
No,
to
but
be
you
done.
know what though? But
he
you
should
know
be
what
the
though?
example
I'm
having
gonna
because
no.
there's so many people before him
No.
that should have been an
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
That's
period.
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Period.
It should be people that's
And
like
you know what though? No,
white
no.
men- white
now
men.
listen.
And I'm not even gonna lie,
never
he needs
disputing
some
that.
help.
I'm never disputing what he did.
Pin it, because we run off track.
No.
You're
but-
right, but let me
No.
say this. Let me say this. He needs some help. I really feel like this is somebody who felt like what
don't
he
need no
did was
psychological
okay
help.
Man, why that
because
nigga
of
don't
what
need
he
help?
knows.
Because
and what
he
he's
grown?
experienced
Everything
to.
starts from a source.
Everything starts
Yeah,
from a source.
yeah.
So I mean, if we're gonna condemn him, let's get him some help, and then let's go ahead and figure out where the source
You
is,
know what it-
and
you
get
know what it
those
is?
people some help.
And we gonna move on. You know what it is though?
They probably did.
People
They probably did.
see though.
But he definitely needs some help.
We are our own worst enemy because we wanna be with a nigga when it going is good. But
Yeah.
soon as a motherfucker,
They wanna
you
throw
know
him.
what I mean? And
Yo,
not
but
saying what he
please,
no.
I'm with you,
The
R.
rest-
Kelly.
No.
Which one
no.
was wrong?
not saying what he did was right, but listen,
What he did was
it
wrong.
were signs before. What I'm saying is the same people that's condemning this man was the same people that was with him and the
We
same
condemn
people
him.
that allowed
Yeah.
this
No.
behavior
For the
to
what?
go on
For the
for
what?
so long.
For
I'm
the what?
saying
For the
what I'm
money.
saying
Our
is
generation is
Nah.
the one that's condemning him. our generation was the ones that were getting seeked upon and preyed upon during that whole time.
No, but let's keep it real.
Okay,
No.
okay.
I'm gonna get off
Hold
topic.
on. No, I don't want to pin it because you on
you
some
know what?
bullshit, Heaven.
Fuck
Heaven on some
that. We
bullshit.
talking about greatness. Let's get to this shit. Let's get to this R. Kelly shit.
No.
It's a holiday season.
Let me talk
It's a
my
holiday
shit.
season. It's a holiday episode.
Because this generation now more than ever is about the money and
Yes.
about the sex more than
Yes.
our generation was ever was.
Yes.
See, let me tell you something like this, Heaven. A girl, when she get out here and start doing her shit, do you think a girl teenage or not should be in a club with adults? Do you think that is right or wrong?
Good question. So how is that relevant to the R. Kelly chase?
I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you.
Because they was pimped out by their parents. So show they relevant.
Exactly pimped out by their parents. But what I'm saying now, is like this. If your parents looking at you and saying, okay, you fast, you want to do all this shit, now instead of a parent would do a real parent would cut that shit the fuck off,
Right.
and you ain't leaving this motherfucking house and you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
But what did them parents do? So who
Well,
is
I'm
really
going
to
with you.
blame for the source? Because real shit, it was a lot of things I could have did, a lot of things I could have been into, but mom cut that shit off.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
The
And-
negative connotation that you're trying to pin,
And when I'm
but the negative connotation that you're trying to pin upon those kids. So yes, they could have been fast, right? But we all been fast. We all went down roads that we shouldn't have. That's a part of life. We experienced that. Does not mean that we should be pawns a part of someone else's life. But on the same end note, they're trying to sit there and say that their parents, fuck that. Their kids learning what life and what path works for them. That means that under no circumstance was it okay for them to be with a 20-year-old man. Their parents had pimped them out. That means their parents should also be prosecuted. That means their parents should also be held reliable and responsible for
For
their
sure.
actions.
I
The
agree with
kids
that one.
Was just kids learning how to be kids. They
Now
never
listen.
lived this life before. They were learning what it meant to be themselves and to be kids. If you see
And
the
this is a grown-up game they were playing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yes,
saying, like,
it is.
no,
I
and,
agree.
and this is my point.
manipulation,
But this
if a
is
man
my
called
point
you
right
pretty,
here.
If a man called you pretty, you a 60-year-old girl,
Right.
you gonna think he love you.
I'm never
let's be
disputing the fact. Everything you spitting is fact. But what I'm saying is, I know personally females out here, young and old, that's out here
You
getting
wasn't
that
alive during
bag
that
from
time,
this.
But you would
But
during that
no,
time,
no,
this
no,
was
no.
not
But
the
let
same
me tell you
aspect,
though.
it was
But
the
let
same
me
perspective.
but let me tell you though, because if we're gonna do that, if you put yourself in a man's situation, guess what? Even if that man's supposed to consider you as a kid, if you put yourself in a man's situation, you put yourself in an adult situation, guess what the fuck you are considered as?
I mean, that's
and
what
a
the law
fucking
say.
adult.
Some of
That's
them
what
was-
the law say.
No matter who far it
Especially if you
came
black.
from, when you play grown people games,
a lot of them didn't play that.
you get fucked like grown people.
No, they
When you
didn't.
play kid games, you play kid
A
games.
piece of advice.
What I'm saying
A piece of
is,
advice. R.
I'm
Kelly was
saying is,
sitting
kids are
outside.
kids.
Yeah.
No, kids are kids,
Yeah.
and they definitely should be off limits to any grown fucking man.
Yeah, that's true.
That I'm not disputing that, Heaven, but what I'm saying is, when you think you know everything about the world, and listen, we gotta take accountability
I got a question
for our
for Heaven.
motherfucking self. We can
Heaven, I'm
say
gonna
the
let you say
parents
what you
and
gotta
all
say,
that,
and I got a question
but
for
if
you.
we taking accountability, we gotta understand that some of these females that's young is out here.
Mhm.
We gotta
Let's talk
acknowledge
about
that
it.
some
Not
of these
even just
females,
females,
some of
men
these
too.
females are getting that bag and not giving a fuck about the age.
So hold on.
Men too.
So let her rebuttal. I'm
It's
gonna let
okay. The relevance that you're stating is a current time. We're not talking about current time. We're talking about before you reach this age, my nigga. That means
Before I reach
no.
this age,
When
niggas
you
was
were
getting married at 15. Bitches was getting married at 15,
But
14.
but
Motherfuckers was
Craig,
fucking.
But
Niggas was 30 years old coming to niggas' crib. Bitches was 16 coming to niggas' crib asking their mama for their hand and marry. Man, fuck out of here.
Craig, but you also have to understand the part of time in which we were in the 90s and the 80s.
Mhm.
During the 90s and 80s, you have to understand, realistically speaking and financially speaking, a lot of women, a lot of families did that and sold off their kids essentially because they needed financial gain for their families,
Mhm.
right? None of these kids went to the club and was like, I'm being this nigga face. R. Kelly, their statements, R. Kelly sat outside of high schools poaching for these kids. High schools, Chicago, there have been representatives from Chicago area
Mhm.
that also stated that R. Kelly was welcome
For
into
two
high
children,
schools.
for two of his victims.
R. Kelly was welcome inside of high schools for poaching, for him to sit there and find his
two
next
victims.
victim. So you have to understand, a lot of these women, a lot of these little girls,
He already had a
wasn't trying to
victim
be-
at
a lot of
that
these little
point.
girls was not trying to be
Right.
They
He
were trying
already
to be
had
girls.
a victim at
No,
that
no,
They were
point.
trying to be growing
And
into this
that's That's not.
Go-
Let
go
me
ahead,
rebuttal,
go
and then
ahead,
I got
go
a
ahead.
question for you, Heaven.
Go ahead.
If let me rebuttal what you were saying. What you were saying is that he already had those victims, and they are victims. They are victims.
They
but
are.
at the same
They
time,
never. What I'm saying is they never went out of their way to be fast. He approached them.
no,
I'm
no,
approaching
no,
them.
no, no,
Not all
no,
of them.
no,
Not all
no.
of them.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Primarily, mostly, all of them were.
Uh-huh.
Most of all of them were. They were going to his shows and trying to go backstage and trying to do what they heard Mariah do. You know what I'm saying? She got money and she's staying with R. Kelly right now. She's 15. You know what I'm saying?
Mariah or Leah.
These are names that I'm making up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But at the same time, a lot of those kids, and I'm not even gonna say just the kids, a lot of their kids' parents were helping out with this scheme. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This scheme.
Right.
Just
You know
like,
what, too?
and if we go back to Michael Jackson,
You
it's
next,
the
you next.
same problem with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
We all know Michael Jackson had a problem with children.
But
You know what I'm
but
saying?
even those kids also came later. They came to like recent times and said they were told to lie because they had got a lawsuit.
Now,
like, the
but how we
kids
gonna be
came-
able to? No,
the
how
kids
are
came to
we?
shoot. After the nigga dead,
But politically speaking,
that's the nigga dead, right? I don't have to come out of my
politically-
skin to be like, I did lie on that
Mhm.
stand.
I think what he said, politically speaking, a grown man. That's like, okay, we all have nieces, nephews, kids.
Look,
here.
I'm gonna
Anybody
just
want a
keep it real.
kid?
I was 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I trapped somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? When you're that age, I'm not gonna say that they know what they're doing, because when you get older, you're gonna say that you don't know what you're doing. But at the same time, when you are
They were aware of their
not of
intentions.
age, but when you are in the age of preteens to reaching adulthood,
Mm-hmm.
you should, and your parents should be teaching you that your decisions matter. You know what I'm saying? Your decisions
ahead,
matter,
Jack.
and they
One
affect
thing
you
I
in
want
the
to say
future.
to like people, because this story has become so widespread and there's a lot of information around it.
Mhm.
I feel like now more than ever, parents should take a step back from trying to manage their kids so much and get somebody professional who knows the ins and outs of the industry. If you're going to put them, whether they're an actor, whether they
Or
do
singer,
Disney,
'cause
whether
half
they
of them
do
wanted to be
music,
something of some
the
sort.
parents
Half
have
of them
no
were.
knowledge of how this industry works,
Mhm.
even the good and the bad and the
Mhm.
ugly, know.
Mhm.
So I think that if you're going to get your kid involved in something like that, you need to be there. Whether you sending them to LA, you need to be able to say, I'm gonna take off from my job and go with them to LA so I can know what the hell is going on.
Mhm.
And have somebody there professionally with you too to give you the business rundown, because a
Mhm.
lot of parents went into it with no business
With no
knowledge.
bitch,
Right.
yeah.
They just like, I want my kid to be famous, and they're giving them an opportunity.
Mhm.
Let me put
It's
them
R.
on.
Kelly.
Yeah.
He got
And
hits.
Right.
if we're gonna talk about it, it's the same thing with
And then
B2K.
the parents
Same thing
only
with
know
B2K.
R. Kelly for doing his music.
B2K. It's a lot of.
It's a lot
But you know what,
of
though?
them taking advantage of those
Yeah.
parents. B2K, R. Kelly. Let's talk about it.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. I mean,
Aaliyah was taken advantage of. She was a victim, so she was not the actual predator. So
Well, if
Aaliyah.
Oh
Because-
shit! If we
because she
talking
was
about
one that
predators,
dated.
Are we talking about Predator? R.
let's
Kelly.
go. Let's go into Disney
R.
shit.
R.
Harvey
Di-
Weinstein.
Disney.
no, what we're
let-
talking about
big,
right now
big
is
ups
the
on
music.
Disney, because
Yeah.
you know what? We could talk about
Oh,
all of the
no.
Disney
What's
stars
his name?
that have
Elvis.
came out and
Elvis
talked
White.
about-
Conversation
horror
of what
stories.
we're thinking about right now is musically. So don't
El-
talk about Disney. Talk about
Disney. No, Disney. You
Disney.
got Hannah Montana. You got
Yeah.
Celine. Selena
Elvis' wife
Gomez.
was. Elvis'
You
wife
got,
was
you got,
15.
you got. Not even just
No,
that. I mean,
but
we're talking about
my
Disney.
thing is
Disney really is
Now,
a corporation.
Yeah,
R.
even
Kelly.
Disney is a
You know what I'm
grown up
saying?
game.
If you understand
No.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
yeah,
they are. Because if you listen to these, they're not kids anymore, but
right.
their
They try to
testimony. You know
box
what I'm
them-
saying?
They try to box them in as kids
Right.
so they can profit.
Not even just
For
that.
long.
Not
Yeah, a lot
even
of them-
just.
a lot
But
of
you-
They
Miley
really
Cyrus-
But
box
you
them
know
The
in,
what,
only
but they
though?
thing
really
that's
control
kid
every
friendly in
life.
Disney is the
One more and
acting
I'm
and the
gone.
performing part.
Mhm.
The business and stuff, all of
After
that
Joshua Craig.
is for the adults, you know. So it's just, you got to pick the right people for them to be around and the right
Mhm.
influences, people
Mhm.
who will look out for that stuff, you know.
Right.
Because there's a lot of horror stories around. People like Alec Baldwin would tell stories. Yeah, like even before
Yeah.
that though, like years ago, like when he did movies, there was like stories about a dude from Stand By Me did a documentary about how he was getting molested on set. And it's like that's because the parents want to push this kid
Want
to be a star so bad.
Yeah.
You don't
they
do
like
the research.
Stand by me. What show is that?
It's a movie.
The movie,
It
Stand
came
By
out
Me.
in like the 80s.
Who molested him?
There was a bunch of people in his team were, you know, like
That's
directors
crazy.
and stuff.
That's
you know,
crazy.
people who were directors on
And that's
movie
not even
sets.
really
would,
crazy.
you know,
B2K,
the
like I
world
said,
that we live in.
B2K, they were in there with Chris Stokes getting molested
Yeah.
for a deal. What were you gonna say?
And then,
No,
and you know what? Those parents really didn't know what was going on with B2K.
Right.
Now,
But
when,
you-
in pertaining
yeah.
to R. Kelly, I'm not gonna say all of them knew what was going on, but it definitely
Nah.
some of them.
No.
Some of them definitely knew what was going on. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
but one thing I will say though, now I did watch the documentary of the R. Kelly shit.
I
Now,
did
now,
too.
now, listen though. Now on some real shit. No, on some real shit. All bullshit aside, is more people definitely should be
Field,
accountable. And let's just take this as a whole. I feel like the people that turned the other cheek should definitely be accountable.
They definitely should be
I feel
accountable.
like the parents that got paid off should be accountable, because one thing I'm saying, I'm not saying that two wrongs make a right, or I'm not saying that one wrong is easier than
He
one
definitely
wrong.
should serve his time.
But you know what I mean,
what
but like I said, some people do be fetching.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, granted, you just can't dissect every little, you know what I mean, detail about what's the name. What he did definitely was wrong.
And I'm
wrong.
not
That
gonna
was
lie. And I'm not
wrong.
gonna lie. Like even in high school and middle school, when I had crushes on people like Bow Wow and B2K,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I had it in my mind like, oh, I can't wait to get to a concert so I could go backstage
And go
you
see
know,
them. You know what I'm
and,
saying?
and I'm not
Go
and I'm not
convince
No,
them.
but never is you
condemning what
thinking,
you're
never
saying.
is you thinking nothing but
I'm
backstage.
I'm
Like,
really
you ain't-
agreeing with both of y'all because that does happen, and I
Mhm.
do know that people need to take accountability because you know the girls weren't purposely
They weren't
trying
mature enough
to.
to
Yeah,
understand
Yeah,
what
they weren't
Yeah.
purposely trying to go down that road. They
No,
just
they
wanted to
weren't.
get
Their
noticed.
parents.
Can I ask everybody something in here?
Yeah.
When did you start fucking? Or no, when did you lose your virginity?
I
That's
lost
two.
my virginity at 17.
When did you lose your virginity?
I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna lost my virginity at I was turning 15, but I was 14.
I was 13.
I was 14.
I was 14, turning
So
15.
okay, so quick question: did you mean like female or male? Because you know I like both women.
No.
and men.
I mean, just any. No. Just virginity.
just general.
And the reason why
Just
I say
general. When is
that
the
is
first
is
time that you
because
had
when
any
I
type of sexual
when I encountered and I did that for my first time, it opened up a realm in me, and it opened up something. It made the world more. You know what I mean?
You see the world differently.
Yeah, you see the world a lot different. And I'm
Mhm.
like they
And
grown man, they play on little girls' feelings. I'm
Yeah,
not
they do.
saying that they don't.
I got a
I'm not
cousin that
saying
do
that
it.
they don't.
we often enter a state of denial or like I want to say denial, but we have like these expectations when we do this adult thing called sex. You know, we feel like, oh, I'm like, you know, this is my rite of passage. I'm an adult.
I'm an
now,
adult.
You know?
And that's it. And let me say that's exactly what I felt like when I was losing my virginity. Now, when I was losing my virginity, I was on different apps, tagged, Facebook, different apps,
Man,
literally
Facebook wasn't
trying
even. I
to
feel old.
lose my virginity because all of my peers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All
it
of
was
my
that pressure.
friends,
It
they're
was
like,
pressure.
oh, it
Yeah.
feel
Peer
good.
pressure.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
was
I'm
that peer
cool.
pressure.
And
Get
it's
out your
cliche,
seat
and it's
now.
cliche,
You know what I'm
and we
saying?
don't talk about it enough because peer pressure was always like,
It
Nah,
but
always. It
but
always.
that
But
shit
it's
is
not
real.
that
When they talk
deep.
about it in school, we ignored it. But it's like when you get older and you start to see,
It really
you know,
was.
in real
It
time.
really
And then how it shaped your decisions.
Mhm.
So to piggyback off what Taj said, honestly, like when I first lost my virginity, y'all, I was scared. Like I was genuinely scared because you know I don't like pain for shit. So I'm like, ooh, it's gonna hurt. Like
Mhm.
I always heard bitches say it's hurt. Like ooh, knee.
Mhm.
And I know I've always dated women up until recently. Like it was like my first year of dating men for real. And well, no, I dated men for past 3 years because before this one I was dating a man as well.
Mhm.
So you know, I've always dated women inside this body.
Mhm.
I've always like I was gonna build a woman. I ain't never think a dick was cute in my life. I never said.
Why does it look like that?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That was always like I'm like, your shit is ugly, bro. Fuck is this? You know, it's a whole word in this bitch.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I'm a go.
He said, you know what? Let's put a pause
So
on
when I
that.
first
Pin that.
So when
Pin
I first lost
that.
when I first lost my virginity to a male, I was like, damn. You know, I felt like anytime I had sex with a man, I would be pregnant. So I never had sex with a man until I was like fucking 22,
Mhm.
23. No, 23, 22, 21. So I'm like, I'm gonna get pregnant. First time I had sex, I'm gonna get pregnant. I got bad luck, so I knew I was gonna get pregnant. Like I knew the first
Dude
time I had
said-
it, I was gonna happen. And it's not like it's not a blessing, but I knew I wasn't ready for that.
Mhm.
So I knew I was like, if I ever was to venture off into men, you know, I would have to make sure that you shooting blanks in this bitch. You know, it's hospital vibes. I need to see that you ain't got nothing up in that motherfucking chamber. You ain't got shit coming out. I need to know that.
Not
So
chamber.
in summary, we just need to do our research and be a little more concerning and have more discernment.
I think
Do
I
research
think
upon your
definitely
partners.
though.
Like search
I
upon
think
them.
all around the board.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
around the board, we
But
have to hold people accountable, and we have to hold ourselves accountable
Amen.
for
Yeah.
bullshit and not
For
let
bullshit.
bullshit slide.
And let's
And-
let's
I don't care
let's
how much
bring
money
that
you got.
into the R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I think everybody should be accountable. It should
I
not
agree.
just be R. Kelly. And if we are gonna give him life with some help. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
agree.
what he
Hey,
was doing
facts, though.
to
People in that
him
interview
is
need
a
to be held
million.
accountable.
It's a million of not even just black. I'm not even gonna make it a black thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a million men, women who experience what is
Coercion
it, where-
from adults and stuff.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
As the
That
people-
got molested, and
Mhm.
then now they might not even think it's okay, but it might be a bad habit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
As
Or
as a
something.
people,
And a lot of times it's
Yeah.
trauma response.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I really think R. Kelly. I mean, maybe we should start a petition. But if he's gonna have life, let's give him
not gonna
life
go that far
with a
because
therapist.
heaven's gonna kill me.
With a
He's
therapist.
not gonna be
'cause he
allowed
needs
to
a
have a
Yeah,
house.
that's my face. I'm like, you.
He said, I'm not gonna be allowed to have a house if we start a
But
petition.
I really, R. Kelly really should. He really
No,
should
but
have a
but for real
therapist.
though, and that's just for everybody though. I feel like we point the
Everybody who
finger,
experienced that.
we want to blame, we want to say that shit is crazy,
Yeah.
we want to say that
No,
this
but
and
he
this,
really
but it's
should
like
have.
we don't know these people's story.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you've never been in their shoes, so it's easy
You
to
know what I'm saying?
say.
It's easy
Yeah.
to say
would've.
I would
Yeah.
never, I would never do that. But until you get and you know,
But
until
it's
you
shit
get
that
in
you
situ-
would do that you don't even know.
exactly.
And I'm
He's
sorry,
good.
I didn't realize the R. Kelly thing was going to cause such a,
No, it
But
always
I mean,
causes
it
a ruckus
always-
on
that
this
needs
show.
to be said.
It
though.
needed
It
to be
always-
talked about
Yeah.
because
No,
we
it
never
does.
talked. We never talked about it.
No,
and
no, no.
we always go past.
I know
it.
that's a touchy
It
subject,
really does though, like for real, because
especially because we're all artists.
You know
raising
what?
kids
Coming up though,
Yeah.
coming up like even from the pimps, you know, that's how they was taught. They got them young.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
it's
say that
a-
shit.
My
That's
daddy was
that's
up there.
60s, 70s, y'all.
you know what?
That's
And
early-
it's a different
that's
way.
earlier
It's a
than that.
generational
Really?
thing. And what
Yes.
I'm saying is that you know we definitely got to
But-
hold everybody because I feel
Really?
like
Yes.
if we just blaming the people that just putting it out there, if we just blaming them, we're not making ourselves better.
No,
We're just blaming. We're
putting
just blaming
blame
the
on
problem,
somebody
and
else.
we're just putting it off so we can feel better.
I mean,
Yeah.
even
No,
the people in the media that was
Yeah.
behind the scenes doing his
And
camera
they-
work,
and
and
they-
shit,
and
I'm
they
sure
knew
they
it.
saw shit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
As a
yeah.
people, we need to
Somebody
help.
should the fuck
If we gonna pass judgment to another motherfucker, which you
All of
shouldn't,
them.
which the Bible says you shouldn't. But if we gonna do that, we need to
In
hold
some
judgment to
cases, they
ourselves.
may vary.
Did you do everything you needed to do to protect that girl when you had the chance?
Right.
Did you do everything you needed to do as a parent to protect your child when you had the chance? We need to really look at ourselves in the mirror and stop acting like we just that good of a
Yeah,
person. Stop
yeah.
acting like we just that. No, because you know what?
And he just
All
this
in all,
monster, 'cause
we
he
all
is a
ain't shit.
That was a monster of shit.
You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. We all ain't shit.
Keep it real.
And when we get to the root of we all ain't shit, we can start to get better.
And then make it some
I would-
progress.
You know what? And before, so we got to get out of here. I want to hear y'all
Really?
New
That's
Year.
that time now?
Yeah,
It
time
is.
goes by like
Oh.
that here, but at the complex it goes by really quick.
Bro, it
Damn.
really
But
does.
when you're
It's the
having
art of
fun,
conversation.
Yeah, it'd be good
Yeah.
conversation,
Fun.
and I'm glad you guys think this is
But
your
we
first
needed
time here,
this.
but
We
we
needed
definitely
this
want you guys to
conversation.
come back
Yeah.
again. I want to end it on the fucking real, and that's where you kind of just like give your piece
Mhm.
about about just
Anything.
anything. But I really want for this on the fucking real you to talk about your New Year's resolution, and I want you to talk about what you what you really want to do in the next year. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like give that to us, and then
Right.
we end it with on the fucking real. After you give it, say on the fucking real. That's how we do it. So you go ahead, my brother. Start
You
off.
know what? On the fucking real, man, my New Year's resolution this year is to take more trips and, get in tune with me more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
you
a
get
lot
you
of
that
things,
right.
you can work a lot and shit like that. And you can get, yourself can get away from you. So this year, man, I really want to enjoy myself for real. And like, I work hard as a bitch, so I really want to enjoy me working hard. So it's really just shit, enjoying myself, man, taking trips. And what was the next one?
And that's it. I just New Year's
Oh,
Say
resolution.
on the fucking real.
Hey, and on the fucking real.
On the
For real. On the fucking real, man. Taking trips and enjoying myself.
Okay.
This coming up here.
What about you, Jay?
So this year I want to, of course, expand my artistry and work more on that and my discipline. I also, I mean, like on even more personal tip, I want to, because there have been developments in my family unit that have caused changes, and I just want to continue to build on that so that when I'm doing my artistry, everything can be cohesive and work in harmony like it's supposed to. So that's really what I'm working on is trying to bring a lot of harmony to what it is I'm trying to do, and just be successful and be the boss bitch that I want to be.
Okay. And that's what
On the real.
On the
Motherfucking
motherfucking real. Shout out to Arlene Holiday. I just wanted to say this on this show.
Okay. So my own fucking real to end off this year would have to be, I think now I know that I need to take the time to work on myself. I got a lot of shit inside of me that I got to untangle, and I can't really put on other folks. And I got to start taking accountability for certain things that I do to people in ways that make people feel. Because I'm not always right. Lord knows that hurt me to say out loud, but I'm not always right, and I'm not always wrong. And I got to understand, like, the things I do also affect other people. In the way that I move, the way I breathe, that affects people. Like the ones I love, it touches the most, and that's all I really realize and to be able to own up to is that I'm not always the best version of myself for everyone that I love. So right now I'm learning how to really tap into the full potential of what it is to be myself and to be able to love the folks around me more unconditionally and love them like wholeheartedly.
The best version of me.
So I'm learning to love myself a lot more. I'm learning to love the folks around me and to kind of like really appreciate them a lot more than I have been, because I know this past year, like with lose my dad and everything, like I haven't pushed out a lot of my energy because I kind of kept that in, kind of like holding myself together.
Oh, my condolences.
Thank you. So next year, I'm really like, that's gonna be the first year for like lose my dad. That's the first of a lot of things. Well, seconds for for the holidays, but first for a lot. And I think I'm realizing like, I can no longer live in this like space of I'm sad. Like I'm always be sad about the shit. I gotta like kind of suck it up at this point, kind of make the best of what it is.
If we stay in our depression too long, we don't move.
We don't move.
You don't move.
You get stagnant, comfortable, like in that dark.
And you didn't even gotta suck it up. You just have to learn to
deal with it,
understand it, and be okay with it.
That's a better word for it.
Understand it. By people like deal with it, suck it up.
Deal with it, suck it up. Yeah, those negative words.
Understand it and be like, what, this person is gone, but
I love you.
I love him, and I loved him, and I still love him until this day, to the end of the day. But I have to move forward in my life.
Exactly. So from the end of my thing, it's like I'm always with my dad. Like, that was the first man I ever loved. So him not being here is gonna be a first of anything. It's like he'll never see my first kid and shit like that. So or first marriage or any of that shit. So it's
when you think about it, don't consider you losing him.
Like I'm getting him further.
He just went to a different plane.
Yeah, and I don't know I don't know where you are spiritually and mentally.
I'm gonna tap into that now next year. Like kind of tap into that more.
He's still here.
His energy is always gonna be around.
I swear, I'd be sad. I'd feel like, you know what, you right, my nigga. I'm a boss ass bitch. I should be stressed.
Even when you have a memory of him, that's him trying to reach you. In a
So my own fucking really is love the people around you, respect them,
say I love you more,
and say I love you more, because you never know what's the last one you can say I love you. Right. Answer the phone when they call, send that text message, check up on them. Reach out more to the village.
Not that fake love, just cause somebody
Facebook
say you don't check on me,
right? Understand folks go through shit, and love is gonna be unconditional. It's always there. Just know people going through their own battles, but that does not mean that y'all are not loved. So that ends it for my own fucking real. Have a great rest of 2021, and I'll see you bitches in 2022.
And I'll be back. Don't worry.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. With Mr. Baby Benz. What's on the fucking real?
I mean, I think my own fucking real is, I think one thing I definitely stand for is being authentically yourself. So I think one thing that my Milwaukee people struggle with my age range is being authentically themselves. So I think my my New Year's resolution would be to authentically and
unapologetically.
Thank you. Unapologetically be myself.
Andre, I can pronounce that shit so.
But you know what I'm saying? Just being yourself, and then just, making sure that you're comfortable with yourself. Maybe you need to do some self-searching, some spiritual searching, you know what I'm saying? So that you can be authentically yourself. I'm drunk, y'all. But I think that's I think that's my resolution for this year, is just being authentically myself, and then knowing what I want to accomplish for that year, and coming up with a plan for it. And I think my biggest problem my whole life is being on top of myself, about different goals and actually reaching those goals. So I think I will put out a challenge for everybody that's watching. Is when you do make a New Year's resolution, actually try to meet that goal by March. By March or even April. You know what I'm saying? Try to meet that goal by March or April, because if you just postpone it, or and not even just, if you just talk about it, if you just talk about it, you're not really making no changes to really do it, then I think that's something that you're stunting your growth. You know what I'm saying? So really, if you're really trying to grow as a person, as a spiritual person, set some goals, and then give yourself a deadline, and then within that deadline, make sure that you stay on top of yourself. It's just like school. Even though you graduated at 18, 19, you still in school your whole life. That's something that my granny and my mama told me. You in school your whole, every day is a learning experience. Even if you're learning about yourself, just make sure that you put a deadline to it, and make sure that you stay on top of yourself. It's a word that I'm looking for. It's a D word. It starts with a D.
Determination.
Make sure that you are determined.
Wikipedia.
Right. Right.
Discipline.
I am
Discipline.
drunk, boy.
That is the
This
real
shit
word that
will
I'm
not be
looking
coming
for.
out of
Make
our
sure
soul.
that you are disciplined, and in whatever way. If you don't know how to be disciplined, because if you somebody like me that really grew up with not a lot of discipline.
Creatives tend to have that problem too. It's because we're so stuck in our creative. I'll do it when I get to it, when I feel it. We don't put ourselves
I
on
can.
right.
Because I know
We
I
don't
got
put-
it.
Yeah.
We don't
Right.
never put ourselves on a schedule. That's why a lot of us be late for shit.
Mhm.
And I definitely
That's me. That's Baby Benz. I'm late for everything. But definitely, if you are somebody that struggles with determination, definitely try to work on that. And then by the end of 2022, if you got a list of goals and you accomplish that, then you have reached the next level. And that's all that I'm trying to do, is reach the next level of my life.
Facts.
what
And that's on the
all-
what?
That's on the motherfucking real. Shout out to Arlene Holiday again.
Real quick before you start too, I tell people all the time, if you find it hard to discipline yourself to make a schedule, because I know making a schedule can be overwhelming.
Mhm.
So do
Right.
something as small as making your bed in the morning. Every morning, make your bed.
Create routine.
Just because, right, so that you're not tempted to get back in your bed. It's like, well, I ain't finna unmake it because I don't.
Fact.
So just something. It's a little tidbit.
Fact.
Little bit- Drop a bomb
So-
for Chop.
Okay.
Oh, I got a bomb, y'all.
So what's up, Phil? Man?
Oh
Talk
man,
to it.
my on the
Zelly.
fucking real this year for me is to I'm pretty good with disciplining myself. As everybody know here, I'm pretty good with kind of like just setting out a goal and trying to do it. I think my thing is I am a man of many talents. Like everybody here,
Let's cut out that word,
Right.
try.
Yeah, try. Let's cut that. Let's cut the word try. I want to do what I said I'm going to do, and I want to utilize all of my gifts because I think God has given me a few things, a lot of gifts. You know what I mean? A plethora of gifts,
Right.
and I feel like I need to utilize those things and push myself to the next level. And I feel like my goal for the New Year's resolution is to push myself in a place, push myself to the level that I've never been at, because I've socialized, I've networked, I've performed, I've done so many things with myself, and I have accomplished a lot of goals for myself. But I really want to accomplish big goals. Sometimes when I'll dream of a local stage, but I won't dream of a international stage or an award stage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I have that in me, and so I want to live to my full potential. And
Right.
this year, that's what I think is going to. This year is the beginning of me living to my full potential, because that's what I want to do. And I think that comes with
Putting yourself out there.
putting myself out there and not being afraid,
Mhm.
because I'm
Right.
afraid.
Be your biggest hype man, shit.
I'm afraid. I'm
Tap into your
on the
anxiety.
inside of myself. I'll be scared.
Are you
in
good
June.
enough?
Yeah, like
That's
do I have
anxiety.
it? Do I have it? I know I got it. People tell me around you got it, but then it's like, do I think I have it?
Right.
Do I think
How
I
old
got
are you?
it?
And that's such
29.
a big
Okay,
anxiety.
being the
thing.
oldest in the room,
Yes.
I have to say that fear. Will Smith said it perfectly. He said, "On the other side of fear is
Achievement.
no," but he said on the other side of it was fear or something. He said is and I'm paraphrasing, I don't know, but on the other side of fear is your success. You know, so you have to once you get to that fear, you have to jump. You know, otherwise you're going to be stuck like wondering, what if I had jumped? You know? What you talk to yourself all the time saying, if I do jump, this could happen, but if I don't jump, you know, I could have been missing all this opportunity. You know, even if I hurt myself, they say you fall several times before you get back up. You know, you have to fall 7 times before you get that one opportunity to where it's like, this is my moment. So like that's just something for everybody, because you know me personally, I've done the band thing for years. You know, and I've been struggling personally and musically. You know, a lot of it came from fear. Am I good enough? Are they going to like my sound? Does my music make sense to them? You know, at some point I have to say, fuck them. I love y'all, but fuck y'all. You know, fuck what y'all think. You know, and whoever takes it, that's what it's meant for. It's meant for you. You know,
my mentor told me, because I used to be like, I hate human beings. Human beings get on my nerve. They don't see me. They don't see me for how I see myself. I see myself in a really good lighting, and I see myself what God sees.
And that's all
me.
that matters.
And he was like, he said, there's a billion people out there. You have people that you're around right now. Those people you're surrounded by, but change your surroundings. And people, you never know who you're gonna affect. Oh, the internet is so big. You might affect somebody in Russia or wherever you might affect.
There's so much world.
So
many
much
people in the world. You limit yourself to people in Milwaukee. You know, people that's around you. And
I don't want to limit myself anymore. I feel like I lived on a limitation of this, and I don't want to do that anymore. And I feel like I have the potential to do more than what I'm pushing myself to do. And that's what I want to do in 2022. I want to start to no longer limit myself, and then that way I can be limitless. And that's going to be my goal.
And don't be afraid of losing people.
I'm not, I'm not afraid of losing shit. As we all know,
there's people out there who are like, I don't want to make this person upset.
Not everybody has been to last with us for every chapter. In the book for a fucking second sequel. People are just meant for pages and for chapters.
Right.
Not everybody's meant to go with us for the next page and the next page and the next chapter, the next book. None of that.
Some parts you will go alone with nobody.
And I've had those moments where I am alone, I feel alone, and I feel like I still have more moments like that. But I'm okay. But that's okay because that's not to get not too spiritual, but Jesus Christ went through the wilderness for 40 days. I believe it's 40. I believe it was 7 days or 40 days, one of the two. I think it was 4 days. 40 nights, I believe, and he went to the wilderness where he had to talk to the devil, and he was alone.
That's your meditation period.
That is a meditation.
To figure out yourself. If you can't make yourself happy, can't nobody else in this room make you happy.
Yes, facts.
You don't know what makes you happy yourself. You can't make yourself genuinely happy on the inside. You can't expect the next person to know how to make
exactly. And just to be comfortable with myself and to be comfortable with everybody around me. They need to learn to love me for my authentic self, like Taj says. And if they don't love me for my authentic self, whether they feel whatever they may feel about me, I have to love myself authentically and I'll be okay with myself.
And shout out to my ex.
Shout out to
while we have a very rocky dynamic right now. He was wise, and he said always have faith in people, but have knowledge in God.
Pisces game.
People will let you down in a heartbeat.
That's deep.
It's my cousin. He's
deep.
A Pisces. It's a Pisces game.
But that's deep. That's deep as fuck.
People will let you down in a heartbeat. Faith means, I don't have all the evidence. So it could go this way or that way. But knowledge in God, knowing that God is able and capable of this. I know God does this. If the floor under my feet doesn't crumble, I know it's because it's concrete and this and that. It's supposed to hold you up, but people, they change on you like that.
Yeah, they do.
So don't let them be discouraging and, as far as, your journey goes and your career goes.
For sure. I want to be limitless and I want all of us in the room to be limitless because I feel like we have limitless potential. I feel like
need that pill.
Yeah. And I feel like either take the red or blue pill. Let's take the fucking red pill, okay? And that's on the what? Fucking real,
motherfucking real.
And we are the complex. Matter of fact, give me your social medias one more time, Jocelyn. Give me yours.
If you call me Jocelyn one more time,
Jalen, what's in the show now?
Jalen Rose, y'all.
Jalen Rose.
My Facebook is Jalen Rose.
Instagram, the Rose of
gold.
My Facebook is Jalen Rose, and then my IG is Jalen Rose 999.
Awesome. Yours, baby Benz?
All right. I don't have a Facebook, but you could definitely find me on Twitter and Instagram at JXDBENZ. JXGGY_NXGGNA ___. I'm gonna say it one more time. JXGGY_NXGGA ___. That's Jiggy nigga, and you replace the I's with X's. Underscore with Jiggy, and then underscore.
You ain't the only
underscore
nigga
after
that
nigga.
got some shit, nigga. WWJD, nigga.
Hey, but shout out to ASAP Rocky because that's where I got it from. Okay,
And that is what.
on the motherfucking real.
Well, we are the complex.
we are
Happy
the
New Year's.
complex.
Happy
Can I
New
press
Year,
it?
Merry
Can I press it? Can I
Christmas.
press it? Can I press it? Can I press it?
Let him press it, please.
Let me
First time on the complex.
Fuck this
First
shit.
person to ever press the button.
This shit
besides
don't
He
look
said,
like
"Now
this
don't
in
fuck it up
English.
now.
Press it,
Don't
press
fuck it
Oh,
up."
okay, I see it.
Fuck this shit,
That's
I'm
it.
out.
Yeah, fuck it up.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh,
No
yeah.
thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab myself and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. All right then. I don't know what the fuck just happened.